Hello, hello. It's 8 p.m, it's July the 7th, it's a Saturday. England are through to the semi-finals of the World Cup, but all of that is paling into insignificance compared to what's just about to happen, which is Mei Leaf Live. Hello, everybody out there. It's Mei Leaf Sessions number 9. Welcome, welcome round to our gaff in London. It's a beautiful summer's evening here in London, and we are hoping that you are hearing us loud and clear. We are going to be checking out the chat room and see whether or not you are out there. So everybody out there, please say hello. Please tell us what you're drinking. Please get involved. All you newbies out there that are joining us for the first time, get involved in the chat room. You won't regret it. Hello, hello, hello. Romain, nice to see you. Hugo, Alexandra, Katie, Wes, Burning, XZ, Jasmine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you can hear us and see us loud and clear. As usual, just before we went live, it started telling us that we didn't have enough bandwidth and variable frame rates, etc. So hopefully you can hear us. Nice to see you all. Marina, hi. TKO, nice to see you. Tierra, Beehives, whoa, whoa, whoa. The chat room is going crazy. I'll quickly put it up, although we don't need to put up the chat room now because YouTube now stores all of your chat and puts it next to the video once it's being played on repeat, so you can see it anyway. But we'll just show everyone. So it makes a big difference. So say hello. Sorry.
Hello, I'm here. I'm gonna enjoy some tea with you guys. Super hyped, obviously. Super
hyped. Sorry we missed the last one. It was a bit of a crazy one. We had to sort out everything. We knew that we would not be able to do a proper Mei Leaf Sessions, so we decided to pull the plug on it. But we've got lots to get through in this one. This is going to be jam-packed. I was not sure how many people were going to show up because of the fact that, you know, it is the World Cup quarterfinals. Quick little look at the stats right now shows us we got already nearly 200 people watching us. So thank you everybody for joining us. Anytime there's a goal that goes in, oh, I'm hearing myself here. Let me just turn this down. Anytime there's a goal that goes in for the Croatia-Russia match, we will be giving away some tea. So let us know in the chat room if there's a goal. I'm not going to count penalties. I will count extra time, but I won't count penalties. Currently it's 1-1. And yeah, it's 1-1. So if there's a goal, let us know. We'll verify it, and then we'll do a giveaway. I'm not sure what we'll give away, but we'll give away some of our spring sample teas. Hello Anne, hello Femke, hello Belgrim. Yes, football's coming home. Well, let's not get overexcited, but certainly it's a pretty historic day for the English. After 28 years, we into the semi-finals of the World Cup. Soledad, hello from Argentina. Hello, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Mike Nightingale. Well, what? Yeah, it's the cup of tea. It's not a cup for football, of course. We all know that. Michael from California, nice to see you. And yeah, I'm sure you'll be hoping there's many goals. Fernanda, nice to see you too. Welcome everybody. Right, so let's quickly go through what we're gonna be doing in this Mei Leaf Sessions number 9.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing a quick, after our quick welcome and shout out, we're going to be doing some Royal Peach Orchid tasting. We're going to be tasting it. We're going to be doing a cocktail. If you've got all those ingredients ready, then you can
do it with me.
Yeah, she's going to show you. So actually, it's one of our bar cocktails.
Cocktails, yeah. Like the fruity cocktail. So there's no alcohol to it. It's like a mocktail. Really, I should say, isn't it? More than cocktail. Very refreshing, and you get the peachy note, the raw peach orchid. So yeah, excited for you to try it. Yeah. It's nice that we get to unlock one of these recipes for everybody to try out there. We're so precious about our recipes. Yeah, we are very precious with our recipes. It has to be said. It takes us a long time to come up with. This one is very, very simple. Yeah. So it's a very, very easy one to do. Let's see what else. We've also got, after that we're going to be doing some news from Mei Leaf HQ. There's going to be some question and answers. We're going to be doing some giveaways, of course.
Then we're going to be tasting some white peony, which has just come in, white peony 2018, and we're going to be talking about the aging of white teas. I know off the back of Jade Star 3, people are interested in aging their tea, so we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to be doing some sample tastings of Tielohan, which is a Iron Monk, which is a really nice tea if it's done well. Then we're going to be tasting Fukamushi versus Asamushi or Futsumushi Sencha.
Yeah.
By that point, we should be nicely tea high off the theanine, and then we're going to finish off with a bang, hopefully, and taste some samples. We're going to open some samples of Jun Mei or Gleaming Brow.
Very expensive stuff.
So welcome everybody. Hello to all the newbies that have joined us for the first time live. Well done for making it. I know it's summertime in most of the, well, in the Northern Hemisphere and a lot of World Cup action going on. But welcome. Congratulations on joining us live. You're all going to win a chance to win some giveaways. I should also say a big happy Pride Day. It's Pride in London. So for all the LGBTQ community, it's a special day. I know it's big party time in London.
Yeah, man.
Depending on what time
the vibe is amazing.
Depending on what time we finish, we might head
out
into London and see if we can catch the end of the Pride celebrations. I don't know, but we'll see how we feel. But happy Pride for everybody out there in London and around the world. All right, you know what?
Let's get good.
I think that we should start with just getting some tea on.
Yes.
If you hit the kettle, and I will just give some more shout outs. Miguel, nice to see you. Kiki, nice to see you from Oslo. Tinuki, nice to see you too. Mahat Hassan, nice to see you. Teaheads, Dinu, Burning XZ, I said that already. Domonkos, Kirai, I guess Hungarian. Jörg, Freda, I mean, we've got such an international group of people out there. It always warms my heart that we've got people from all across the world.
And everyone's so nice. Like, I just quickly looked at some of the comments, and so nice that you're welcoming newbies and cool, man.
Get involved in the chat room, everyone. Come on, get involved, say hi. Oh, and I should also say, Martin.
Yeah!
Martin, you know who you are, Martin Hughes, and anybody who knows the chat room, the Mei Leaf session, knows that he's one of the main instigators on these Mei Leaf sessions. And it's his birthday today, so everybody wish him a happy birthday, and a big happy birthday from us to you, Martin. I hope that you're having a great day, and thank you for joining us on your special day. Yeah, so make sure that you drink some good tea, Martin. I'm not quite sure where you are. I think you're traveling around a little bit, but make sure you say hi in the chat room, and everybody say happy birthday to Martin.
Happy birthday, Martin.
All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to taste some Royal Peach Orchid. Now, this is Royal Peach Orchid Mei Leaf blend. It came in to stock about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was part of our Mei Leaf, it still is part of our Mei Leaf Milanxiang grading box. And I'm not going to give away spoilers, but this is a blend that we created, which in my opinion is one of the ultimate Milanxiang, aka Royal Peach Orchid, aka Phoenix Oolong, aka
is that another one?
Honey Orchids. There's so many different names for this tea, but this for me is the right balance between bright floral fruity notes and deeper honeyed notes with a nice dryness and a good mouth structure and a good mouth feel. So we're going to be doing a cocktail with this tea, but first of all we're going to brew it, and I've got my little dinky pot here.
It's so
dinky,
cute.
Dinky.
The one we managed to get.
This is a little 70ml pot. Master Wu in action, and he refused to sell us this pot, which was great because in the end he just gave it to us.
Yeah, we begged so much.
He refused to sell it because it's got a tiny, you can show them, see if you can spot the little
Where is
floor.
it?
It's just...
Oh yes,
just here.
I'll show you the floor.
See
I was like, really? I still want it.
Hold on.
Where is it?
Oh, one sec. Can you see there's a slight flaw on the handle? and Master Wu refused to sell it to us, but in the end we managed to get it. Okay, so we're going to be tasting some just pure.
Yeah.
Can we have the kettle and I'll warm up. Oh, you can just put a little bit of water in here.
Indeed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we've also got a little tea boat here. This is now in stock as well. There's a lot of stuff that's just come in. We can talk about it all later. But these are some new tea boats that you might be interested in.
So excited when they came in. You know when you get new stuff, you're just like, ah.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. All right, let's see how much we can fit.
Oh, I should have gotten you. Oh.
No, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. That's probably the most we can fit in here.
Oh yeah.
The great thing about this tea boat is you can take this little lid out.
Yeah.
So you can use it as a bowl.
Leaf.
Check it out. That's what we call packing the bowl.
Yeah.
We're packing the bowl with tea. You guys know what I meant.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to taste this tea. It's probably about, I'm going to guess, oh, I think we can put a bit more in since you've shaken it. Yes. Oh, have a little whiff.
Yes.
Mason, hello from Russell Square. Nice to see you. We'll be having tea later, next week. Okay, so you've got all of the things that you want from the aroma. You've got the stone fruit, peach, you have floral notes, and you have honeyed notes. All what you want. You want
and
honey.
Red date. You get a red date.
Oh, you get some red date?
Right now, anyway.
I also get a slight fermented alcoholic note to it as well. It's a really great tea.
Yeah.
Please do pick it up if you get a chance, because it's, for me, pretty much the ultimate Milancian out there.
It's just such a good balance.
Yeah.
It's like, get the high notes and the floral notes and a bit of the earthier notes. I always say these things, but it's true.
Yeah, no,
it's really well
balanced. You get the mouth feel, which is very important. Okay, hit it.
Hit it.
Do you have your bucket there?
Yes.
Can you put this away?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll do this. So, how are you all doing out there? You enjoying your summer if it's summer for you? And
yeah, what are you guys drinking?
What are you drinking? What are you guys drinking?
I think I saw a few people mentioning when they were drinking already, but
yeah.
it was quite high.
Are there any Jade Star people out there? Because you might have got your Jade Star. I think there's a few Jade Stars that have reached their final homes. So let us know if you're drinking the new one. The new one. Or I've got to decide whether or not to show this, but that looks like something to show. People are talking about the Discord. Yeah, so please do get involved in the community.
Ooh,
all right, let's taste this. Somebody's drinking Jun Mei.
Yes, burning
XZ. Cheers, everybody. Happy Saturday.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, and happy birthday again, Martin.
Oh, and if you're watching us on repeat, then thank you. But try to join us live.
Oh my God.
Mandarins. Andreas is drinking Puer and Longjing combo. My father used to love that. He always used to mix cooked Puer and Longjing. That was his thing. And I would always like go there going, yeah, I'm not sure that's the perfect blend. He'd say, no, for me, that's the one. And he'd always drink it out of a wine glass. Do you remember? It's like, I don't want teacups, I want it out of a wine glass. River High, Amazon Jade. Milancian JS3, nice to see there's some JS3. After Party Enchanter, wow. Cheers everybody. Black Fruit Punch for Gwen. Michael's drinking Monocle Boss. Tipple Twister for Davis. Fernanda's drinking an organic Earl Grey. Another Tipple Twister for Sally Ito. There's lots and lots of good teas being consumed out there. We're drinking Yunwu Green, thank you for that. Just finished some Summer Haze. Wow, you guys are drinking some good stuff, but what else would I have expected? So the taste on this, as I said, it's the combination of all of those top notes. you getting Mandarin. I'm getting real crushed Mandarin.
When you said Mandarin, it was like instant.
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't taste that before.
But definitely, it's like the orchid note comes in, so it's like this floral Mandarin.
I mean, it is exactly what it says it should be in the name.
Yeah.
It's honey, it's peach, it's orchid.
Yeah.
You know, it is that with a bit of Mandarin in there. We got some Okumidori Gyokuro being consumed by Joseph. Nice tea high there. Vladimir's drinking Flying Monk. We've got some Jade Star 2 being drunk as well. We've got Carolyn's drinking the Royal Peach Orchid Special Blend. Ceremonial Matcha is still special. That's a special tea. Jade Star 3 is being drunk. What's on my t-shirt? This is actually a design drawn by a friend of ours called Jack. Yeah. And it was his birthday a couple of weekends ago. And so Celine took one of his drawings and printed it on some shirts. So I'm wearing it in homage to Jack for his birthday a couple of weeks ago. It was a very late night session of drinking, and we always, whenever people come round to our place, if they're in the mood, then we get them to get creative, and we hand them
drink tea, and we
hand them tea, pens, and paper, and we like to see what they come up with. And this is a pretty cool one.
It is a pretty cool one.
I don't know if you can see it.
It's like a giant eating little man.
All right, do you want to get on with your
yes.
Your brew? Okay, so we're now moving on to the cocktail. The cocktail is called
Peach Fuzz.
Peach Fuzz. It's called Peach Fuzz. Go ahead.
All right, so I have 5 grams of raw peach orchid here, and I decided to use this little teapot because it does 200 ml, which is actually perfect for my cocktail.
So 5 grams to 200 ml. Normal recommendations are about 5 grams to 100 ml. So we're kind of halving the leaf to water ratio, but you're going to brew it for 3 minutes.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. So we're going to extract a lot. Now remember, when you're making iced teas, you can afford to extract a bit more.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to be combining with any kind of fruits, because any of the bitter notes will get rounded out by those.
Yes, okay. And because is it the sugar of the fruits, and that's what kind of rounds it. Yeah. We're also going to add some honey to this drink. This is the only sugar that I'm adding to it apart from the fruit. So if you grab yourself, or if you have it, a lime and a mandarin.
You could use an orange.
You can use an orange, although it might be a bit more intense.
Yeah.
And then I've got some honey here. Now, what I realized when I was doing it here.
Why don't you brew the tea and you do that, and then we'll talk about the honey.
Okay, sure.
I think
it's gonna go too.
We're gonna otherwise take too long. So you got a timer?
Yes, on my phone.
All right, so make along with us if you're making this cocktail. So 5 grams of raw peach orchid or your Milan Siang Dansong of choice. Thank you, Ashley, for your super chat. Big up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you so raw peach orchid, 5 grams, 200 ml. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You're not rinsing it?
I did last time.
That's all right. Now we're not. Okay, hit it. And I'm going to brew some more of this.
Yes. So 3 minutes.
Marianne, you made it. Nice to see you, Marianne. I know you've been sailing today. It must have been a stress getting back.
On Instagram. Looks amazing. Blue sea. I realized I forgot the ice. Should I go and grab that?
You go grab the ice. Okay. There's always something that we forget.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink some more tea. It's hot here, guys. It's hot in London. It's like 30 degrees Celsius, which is, I guess, in the 90s. And yeah, it is. Whew. It's nice. I'm not complaining at all, but it is hot. So what are you guys up to? You drinking from your home? You drinking out in the garden? You watching us on your phone? Julian, you've got 2 monitors, one with the football. Let us know if there's a score, because then we immediately have to stop everything and do a giveaway. As I said, I'm not counting penalty shootouts on that one.
Oh,
I'm not counting penalty shootouts. All right, you keep going.
All right, so.
I bet your husband drove like hell, Marianne. I can imagine you go, 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 go. It doesn't matter about the lights, just go straight through.
I was a bit worried when you were like, still driving. But I'm glad you're safe and sound.
Oh, Sarah, best wishes to your grandmother. I hope that she recovers well.
Oh, this is a rubbish knife.
You got a really bad knife. Okay, you can keep going. You can keep going. See, all this preparation pays off.
Oh my god.
Do you want to cut it in half?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's not a sharp knife at all.
Okay, got it.
Okay, you got it?
Got it.
All right. So, keep going.
Cut your lime in a quarter.
Quarter lime.
Dump that in here. If you have a shaker, that's great. If you don't, then I would just put it in a jug. And a half of a mandarin.
So quarter lime, half mandarin.
Yes.
All right.
And then
Following along?
we are going to bash that a little bit. So just crush it so you get the zest of the lime and the mandarin.
Yeah, because otherwise it's going to shake the microphone. So smash it all up. So really simple.
I'm using this because I had nothing else, but you can use whatever, can squish it.
So some sort of muddler of some sort.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we are gonna add.
What time is it? You got enough time?
The tea.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so then the tea goes in. So that's been brewed for 3 minutes. This is why whenever you come to our tea house, don't expect if you order a cocktail from us for it to come, you know,
yeah, like
in a minute.
instant.
It'll take at least 4 to 5 minutes because we brew everything fresh to order.
Indeed. Okay, so now the honeys. Now I realize that different types of honey will taste this differently. So if you go for more of a floral honey rather than kind of more caramelly honey, like the ones from the shop
let's
tends
taste
to
them.
be
Let's just taste them.
a bit more caramelly.
So these are some honeys. For those honey lovers out there, this is just some really bog standard blended.
Yeah.
A blend of non-EU honeys. That's how descriptive this is.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably just sugar.
Give it a taste.
Yeah. I actually already tasted it and I was thinking, yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's like just so bog standard.
Yeah.
It's super boring.
Yeah, and very caramelly rather than, I don't know, medicinal and floral. This one
just tastes like sugar.
Yeah.
With a slight honey flavoring.
Yeah.
Okay, this one here, right, is so precious to her that like I'm scared to actually touch it, right? This is her father's honey.
Yeah.
Okay, her father makes honey in small batches. Can I have some?
Very small. Only a little bit. No, I'm kidding.
So this is raw honey.
Yes, it's like from my dad's beehives. If you guys have one, it's amazing. The honey just tastes insane. It's
insane. That's just like that's just like taking a bunch of flowers and squeezing them and just drinking the nectar. So that's raw, so it's not been heated. This probably has been heated.
Yeah.
You see how they try to make it runny like that, which apparently we all love the look of. That is a pasteurization process. So it's going to deactivate all the enzymes in honey, which are actually healthy.
Yeah.
Whereas that's what, honey should look like. Now this one here,
we thought we'd bring it out.
We'll bring it out just to show you. This one here, do we have another spoon?
No, but you can use from my dad's honey.
But you licked it.
Ah.
This one here is, if I can get the label showing. Oops. This is Jun Mei honey. Jun Mei honey. This is tea honey. So this is honey that has been made in Jun Mei from all of those Jun Mei tea plants, tea plantations and tea trees. This is honey collected by our one of our Gushu farmers, and it's tea honey. And we only managed to get a little bit of it.
Go for it, use that.
Not enough spoons, how unprofessional. I just don't want to dip
No, I get you.
my
I get
saliva.
You. But I also know we're gonna finish that pretty quick.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you're doing it this way. Ah, yeah.
Oh, it's totally different. It's medicinal, isn't it? It's like...
Exactly. It's got a slight alcoholic thing about it.
Yeah. It reminds me of cough syrup.
Yes.
Like, but really nice cough syrup. It has that, it has flowers definitely, but it's really got more like loquat fruit and dried Chinese herbs, those fruits, right?
That's so good, yes. Yeah.
It's an incredible taste, really, really interesting. I wish you guys could try it. Next, we're always trying to find some, you know, tea honey to sell on to you guys, but we can never get enough. It's not really worth it, but it is delicious. Yeah, it kind of has a eucalyptus note to it.
It has a note of it.
You know how Manuka honey and eucalyptus honey have that medicinal taste? This has that. It's very light and the sweetness is almost stevia-like sweetness. It's a herbal sweetness.
It's a herbal sweetness.
So which honey are we going to use for your thing?
I think it works better with the more floral tones.
I agree.
Although I think that honey would work really well in another cocktail, but I'm not sure with what yet. I'm just going to concentrate on this one.
Alright, so we're going to put this one away.
Yes.
Oops. I spilled tea.
I was like, is that honey?
That's not honey, that's honey, that's tea. Okay, so you're going to use this honey. Alright, so go for it. You got your spoon down there.
Yes. So,
yeah, honey is great. Honey is amazing. I know that if you're vegan, you can't eat honey. So you could replace it with a sweetener of your choice.
So I'm going to do 2 teaspoons here. I actually usually do 1 tablespoon. Is that the equivalent to 2 teaspoons?
2.5 is usually something like that.
Okay, so let's go for a heaped.
Marianne will buy the honey by the gram. I was never planning to. I was never planning to be a honey dealer. But if I can find some good gushu or at least some good pu'er tea honey. I will definitely get some for you guys.
Yeah.
Definitely get some. We'll do it on cost. It's not my plan to make profit out of honey. So yeah, if I can get some, then we will do it. Definitely.
All right.
Yeah, fake sugar. I'm with you, Katie. I'm not a fake sugar person. I'm keto, so I don't eat any sugar ever. Well, apart from my cheat days. And I know that a lot of keto people put in things like erythritol and other artificial sweeteners. But I don't know, it just doesn't work for me, those.
Yeah, I get the same.
Yeah.
I mean, they actually give me a bit of a bad stomach. I don't know if anyone else has this, but for me it does. So,
okay, so now you've got the fruits, you've got the hot tea, you've got the honey in here, right? So very, very simple.
Yeah, and then you add the ice.
Right.
So, and I would say about like a big handful. So that's about a handful.
Yeah. Okay.
One more. There we go. And then.
Be careful! Don't smash it. Your mic's gonna. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That could have been dangerous. At that point, it could have just exploded everywhere. And it would have been session over.
Yeah.
Temporary pause, intermission for a little while. So while we are, you can. Yeah, go on and smash it. Yes, there quickly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof.
Do it. Sorry, guys. All right. So this tea boat and this tea boat, these have just come into stock. You can. I can't really show you them. I'm really bad. Here, I have to pour the water. Here's the turquoise green one, more like a lotus flower shape, and that would suit most gongfu setups. And then if you could empty this, please.
Yes.
And then we got the black one, which is definitely for smaller setups, right? It's definitely something for small pots like this.
So cute.
But as I said, you can remove this section. So you can just have a bowl which you can use to store tea, or you could put even the pot inside the bowl, which is kind of cute as well.
No, that's true.
So yeah, a couple of new tea boats. I know people have been asking for tea boats for a while, so we've gotten 3 now. We've got this one, and the fish.
Oh, I love the fish.
Which I quickly
The fish
show you.
is bigger.
The fish is the biggest one.
Yeah. So if you're doing like more sessions, then that would hold more water. And you know what your preference is.
Yeah.
It's all good.
We love them all. They all suit a purpose. Okay, so.
Ta-da.
Oh, done.
Sorted.
Oh, that was quick. All right, so she shook it and then she strained it. What we want is a nice bit of froth at the top there. When you show them yours.
Yes. I don't know how close I am.
You could serve it in glasses like this, or you could serve it in, I thought we were drinking them in champagne glasses.
So did I, but I couldn't see them. I see them now.
It's okay.
It still looks pretty in this one.
It still looks pretty. So,
it's like a Long Island.
if you made it along with us, then let us know what you think. I am now going to taste it. This is peach fuzz.
Cheers.
The secret recipe, even though it's actually a most simple recipe.
Yeah, it really is.
It's not really that secret. Is out.
Cheers, guys.
So.
Iced tea, man.
Proper iced tea. Flash brewed iced tea. You can still taste the tea, which is the most important part. And
not too sweet. Like obviously, if you want it sweeter, you're welcome to add more honey or sweetness, whatever you prefer. I just like it not too sweet. It's refreshing.
It's very nice, and the mandarin from the crushed mandarin works really well with the peachy mandarin notes of the Milanxiang. The honey works well with the honey notes of the Milanxiang, so it's more of a matched pairing. Everything just enhances the flavor. So if I taste the pure tea, really, really nice. I think that you could have crushed some of these leaves.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. My only thing is try to, when you're brewing iced tea, just try to extract that little bit more. Chow Joe style, just crush a few of those leaves or brew it for even longer just to get even more out there, because it is very nice, but it's a bit delicate. Yeah.
The nice thing is though, if you do it like that, is you can still reinfuse those leaves, like don't chuck it.
Yeah, don't chuck these leaves, you can reinfuse them or you could cold brew them. Definitely.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, I have cold brew in the fridge actually.
Yeah, we've...
from yesterday.
Yesterday she was practicing, and definitely there is a lot of cold brew for us.
Yes.
So, Adam, you're right. A shot of bourbon in here.
Oh, we have. Oh, we do.
It's just there's no point in just making it a theory, right? You got to try. I'll just put a little shot in here.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. That's gonna cover up the taste, no?
Yeah, it does. Okay, try that one. Right.
That's perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's actually works really well.
Does work well. Does work well. But without alcohol is still a stellar combination. Definitely try it out. Peach fuzz. The fuzz of the peach.
The fuzz of the peach.
Apparently people don't like the fuzz of the peach. It's another one like the runny honey. People prefer fuzzless peaches.
But what do they do? Like, you know...
They scrub them.
What?
They scrub the peaches.
So the ones that we see in the markets, they're not actually...
If you go to a farmer's market, you'll see that the peach fuzz is much thicker on a farmer's market than on...
Really?
Yeah, because they scrub them.
Oh my god.
And then they wax them. Nah.
What? But we eat them like that.
Yeah, celebrate the fuzz, people.
Gotta have the fuzz.
Celebrate the fuzz.
Ah, dear.
But the fuzz is meant to protect the peach from getting too wet, I think.
Oh, so it goes off less fast.
Yeah, and I think it also, apparently, it detracts some insects. So clearly insects, just like humans, prefer a fuzzless peach.
Well, easier to get to, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would understand if the fuzz represented like this distance from my food, like an insect. Yeah. But, you know, come on. Celebrate the fuzz. Okay, right. So what we are going to do now is we are going to do some giveaways. We're going to give away some raw peach orchid blend, Mei Leaf blend. We'll give a couple of tasters to a couple of people. Yes. We have not, as you will see, we have not actually upgraded our system of deciding winners because we cannot find a better system than her wonderful, homemade, impossible to spin spinner.
Oh, it's starting to
get it
get
out?
so old school nowadays.
All right, so what you need to do is type in the comments. Let's just do peach fuzz, yeah?
Hi, Michelle.
We do peach fuzz.
Peach fuzz. All right, guys.
Type in peach fuzz and we'll choose 2 winners and we will send you a couple of tasters of the Mei Leaf Blend Royal Peach Orchid.
So good.
Okay, guys, peach fuzz. Type in peach fuzz and we will just, there's a slight delay.
Spinner, spinner, spinner.
Peach fuzzes are starting to come in. You can now roll that dice.
Yeah?
Yep.
And go!
No, a nectarine is a different fruit. Okay, so we've got, oops.
What?
We've got, oh no, come on.
It's not pausing.
It's not pausing anymore. YouTube, what have you done? What have you done, YouTube?
We've lost it.
Okay, is that it? Felipe.
Okay, cool.
Oshuashuetal. Why do you have such a difficult name? Oshuashuetal.
So exotic.
Harry H, much easier. Adam Greenhouse. Anna Brotzina. And Sally Ito. Roll that dice.
Rolling.
Roll that dice. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Adam Greenhouse.
Oh,
you know what
Adam.
to do. Adam Greenhouse, write to us on our YouTube channel through the messages, so private message, and we will get your address. We'll do 1 more.
Yours.
So everybody out there can peach fuzz us again.
And, oh, good. Oh, man, this is so short.
Okay, so now we've got, this is really, they've definitely changed something here.
Okay.
All right, we've got Cantberry, we've got Colton Craft, Sam Weeks, Historical Gamer, Carla Eats Plants, and Matthias Brion.
Alrighty.
All right, Matthias Brion. Sorry if I mispronounce your names. I'm sure I'm crucifying all of your names.
Yeah.
Write to us and we will send you some Royal Peach Orchid straight to wherever you are, and you can make this peach fuzz or drink it pure. If you haven't tried it before, drink it pure.
Yeah, man. Definitely start pure. And
start pure.
And
all right.
mess around.
Now let's move on to Mei Leaf News.
Oh, yes.
Mei Leaf News.
Oh, yes.
We're already nearly 40 minutes into this session, so I apologize if I seem to be rushing and pushing things on, but I know how these things go. We've got lots to get through and I want to make sure we don't miss anything. So, Mei Leaf News, well, obviously the first thing we should say is I am very, very sorry to anybody, and I know that there are lots of you who did not manage to get your hands on a Jade Star 3.
True. Sorry, guys.
Someone's telling me that I should check how many people are online. 319 people. Bam! I'm telling you, it's the biggest tea party in the world, and it's all thanks to you guys.
You guys just know what it's about.
You
get
rock.
it. You get it.
All right, so JS3, I'm very, very sorry. Jade Star 3, we only had just over 200 cakes. I put them on pre-order on Saturday, general public, Saturday at midday. I then went to Jack's birthday, which was out in a campsite, so I did not have any network.
Yeah.
Right, nothing.
Network.
The problem when you put something on pre-order is that you can't specify a stock count on it, so it's just on pre-order. But never in my wildest imagination did I think that we would be selling out within a weekend. So I just put it on pre-order thinking maybe we'd sell, I don't know, a certain amount. And then when I returned back from my camping trip on Sunday night, I saw that we had oversold. So we did have to, unfortunately, tell a few people that we couldn't supply them with tea, which was really, really shameful. And I really, really am apologetic about that. We
honestly felt really bad. Honestly, we want to share it to as many people as possible. It's not just
we did put a limit on it, so nobody could buy more than 2. But it did still mean that some of you missed out, and I know a lot of you people were disappointed that you couldn't get your hands on it. I do apologize. That's the nature of small batch. I'm really, really sorry.
Everything, and that's all there was.
But and I know that for you guys that are international, where the shipping costs are higher, you've got to aggregate your orders and plan all of that. We are, I promise you, it's it is our #1 priority for Mei Leaf Online, is to try to figure out a way to help you guys in terms of saving on shipping. We've got some ideas. We work, like just last week, I've spent hours and hours in meetings trying to crunch numbers. We're negotiating hard with the couriers. We're trying to do everything that we can to try to ease your pain on that, I promise you.
Yes.
What else? So we've got new stock that came in with that shipment. You saw this tea boat, you saw this tea boat, you saw the fish tea boat. We've got some clay storage, which I will show you in a little bit. We've got teas came in, the Keeman. If you didn't see the video about Superior Keeman, then go check it out. We released it last week on our trip to China. So one of our first China trip videos. We've got plenty of those coming. It was a heavy editing session trying to get that done because I had like to turn that around in one day.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of footage to go through.
You didn't sleep much.
No.
That's what I'm gonna say.
I did not sleep. That was like working until about 3 or 4, waking up about 7 or 8 and just trying to get it out. But really happy, we managed to do it, and thankfully you guys liked the video. And if you didn't taste the Keeman, or you haven't had a chance to pick up the Keeman, there is enough of that one in stock. So do check that one out when you get a chance. We've got Little Tongmu has come back in, Black Fruit Punch, Fire Phoenix, Summer Haze, Lost Robe.
Quick thing, where's the kettle? Because I'd like to brew some more. Oh,
sorry, I hit it. So thank you, Michael. I'm glad you liked the video for the Keeman. Julian, 15 euros to Germany if I'm paying with PayPal. PayPal will not allow us to ship any other method other than courier or recorded, because it's part of their whole security thing where we can only send it to you via that shipping method. Unfortunately, I understand why, because they make guarantees to their buyers and they want to make sure that the shipping is going that way. Jennifer, thank you so much for your super chat.
Jennifer,
what is the difference in method between courier and recorded international shipping, please? Okay, you're asking me a question that's a little bit outside of my knowledge. The mail order people would probably be better. But from my understanding, recorded international shipping means it's going through one of our standard shippers, but it's being recorded, so it has to be signed for, whereas courier goes through a standalone courier like DHL, UPS, or one of those, FedEx, etc., which is not the kind of standard shipping company. So we normally use Royal Mail if it's in the UK. I'm not quite sure in the US. As I said, we are trying to work through all of the different options, I promise you. So we've got those teas now in stock. Jeremy's asking about Huang Pian. Huang Pian is going to be coming in about, I want to say about a month and a half, something like that. So we do have a Huang Pian cake coming. I promised Jeremy I would source one, so I did. Young Goose Shoe, same. Now let's see, all the questions are coming in. Let me just go through all of the news that I've got down here. Then we'll do Q&A, I promise. So we've also got tea picks. Can we show that quickly?
Yes.
Just
brand new
tea pick here, which is a lot sharper and a lot thinner than the sandalwood one. So for your really difficult to open cakes, we had to get another pick for you guys because we got so many requests for it. So that's also in. There's a whole loads of stuff, and you know, as I said, more and more boats are arriving and more stuff will be coming in.
Finally.
Okay, yes, new greens are coming in as well. Mind Plays, we've already got some that have just arrived, but more are coming in as well. I should say that in terms of Royal Peach, we're not going to release the 2000. We've been asked when is the 2018 Royal Peach coming out. I don't release dance songs until at least a few months after production, because you know, for these kinds of teas you need to allow, in my opinion anyway, you need to allow the roast to die down. The charcoal roast will be too upfront with fresh roasted teas. So while the 2018 batch has been selected, it needs rest. It's not gonna, we're not going to release it until it's ready to drink. and in my opinion, it's not ready to drink for at least another month or two.
Yeah.
And so, in my opinion, 2017 teas are much better than 2018 Dansongs right now. In a few months' time, the roast will have died down, and then we can start to enjoy 2018. There is a little bit of an obsession in the tea world of getting fresh teas, but for me, it's all about releasing the teas when they are at their best. Wes, Young Gushu. Young Gushu is, again, about a month, I would say. Before Young Gushu.
Everyone's waiting for that one as well. Lucy's like, when is that coming?
Yeah, and also I know that those 100-gram cakes are harder to open because of the fact that there's a bigger bean hole to cake ratio, if that makes sense. And so we're probably going to be releasing 200-gram cakes from now on. I don't think we're going to be releasing many 100-gram cakes, maybe, but not that many. Because we want to make sure that you can break into them a little bit easier. But yeah, that pick definitely works. All right, what else? We're launching our wholesale service. For those of you interested, we're going to be launching that next week. We've got a big event in London that we're attending with like about 200 restaurants and hotels. So wish me luck. That's going to be an interesting pitch. We're going to have to see if we can convert some of those so that when you come to London and you go to one of the good restaurants in London, you can drink Mei Leaf teas there and hopefully do it Gong Fu style. This is what I'm going to be doing, trying to convert all the restaurants out there to go Gong Fu. Harry H is asking about Gong Fu Guru. We continually get asked about Gong Fu Guru, so let me give you the straight up about Gong Fu Guru. Yeah. Okay? Gong Fu Guru is driving me just a little bit mad.
Yes.
So where we're at now is, yes, we found a supplier for the water catcher, and actually you guys can be my what's it called, not support group.
Your opinion community.
There's a name for it. I had a blank for it.
Focus
group. There you go. You can be my focus group. Okay. Focus group to decide whether or not you like this new water catcher. This will be the last iteration of Gong Fu Guru because quite honestly, it's way too much work and doesn't make us hardly any money, despite what people may think. The amount of time and money that we spend on Gong Fu Guru is quite insane. But I'm happy, so happy we released it. I love it. But this will probably be our last iteration of Gong Fu Guru, at least in this form. And we found a supplier who can supply us with the tea tray. We've just received the sample. It's crazy expensive, the sample, but as I said, this is just about getting our last batch of Gong Fu Gurus out. Yeah. So take a look at this. Take a look at this and see what you guys think. It's a slightly different color.
It's less coppery looking.
It's a little bit more antique looking. When I compare it to, sorry. Oh. Quickly. Can you see that compared to the original? Yeah. I'm dripping water everywhere. So this has got more of an antique feel to it, right? Oops. Let me know what you guys think. Should we go with this guy, with these people here? Do you like the antique copper? I actually really like it. There's something quite very classy about it.
It's quite classy, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit more understated, a little bit classier. It's a really nicely made, very good thick material. As I said, the price on it is stupid. It's like double the price of our previous supplier. But to be honest with you, we've gotten so many samples that have been like,
awful.
Really bad.
Awful.
Yeah. So why don't we do a Twitter poll? There you go.
Boom.
That's the easiest way to do
Social media.
this.
Let's use it.
Let's see. We can actually show people. Just because.
Why not change it? I know you guys like that new one. No, that's good.
All right. So let me do this, and we're gonna do now a tweet. So we're gonna tweet. Do you like the new GFG water catcher? Should we go into production. And we're going to make that a poll, and it's a simple yes or no. So if you guys are on Twitter, you can let us know there. So that's been done, and now we just need to switch back to us here. All right, so that's the news. Let's take some questions and answers. So I've got some questions that have been sent to us already, and then I'll go to the chat room for some more questions and answers. So let's pull up that one. Here we go. So Kitty DeVille. I love that name. Kitty
I love that as well.
Don mentioned something called myrcene. It's spelled M-Y-R-C-E-N-E. In the Keeman video. Would like to know more about it. He mentioned it makes the tea taste more plummy, and plummy black teas are my favorite. Myrcene is a terpene. It's one of the primary terpenes in hops. It's one of the primary terpenes in cannabis. It's in one of the primary terpenes in lots of fruits. It's an intermediary terpene. This is like mastermind. How much do you know about terpenes? Sorry, sorry guys. It's an intermediary for other terpenes like I think linalool and other really classic terpenes. It has a sort of interesting taste. How would you describe the taste of myrcene?
Myrcene, I don't know.
It has a sort of, think about mangoes. So even though mangoes have a very fragrant, fruity aroma, they have a certain earthiness to their taste as well. Think about things like lavender, clove, those woodsy but aromatic notes. Myrcene, as I said, is primary in cannabis. You get that kind of earthy, fruity, slightly kind of skunky aroma. That's myrcene, and myrcene is rich in certain teas, or myrcenol is a derivative of myrcene, and that's what is rich in Keeman. And remember when we smelt the Keeman fresh leaves? Yeah. Do you remember the smell?
I remember us going, wait, I remember that smell. What is that smell? And then you were saying, yeah, it's like that terp.
It's the terps.
Yeah.
So this myrcenol is just a really interesting smell. The smell of those fresh leaves really smelled like green apples.
Yeah.
Like
crazy.
Fruity and slightly earthy and slightly, you know, really, really interesting. So yeah, that's myrcene. It helps to actually, it modulates your blood-brain barrier absorption rate. So it contributes to the entourage effect of certain psychoactives like cannabis and potentially like tea. So that's myrcene. Charhead, my friend just got here and she's a newbie. So welcome the newbie. Welcome Charhead's friend. Just pick you out. So that's one question. We'll answer one more question and then I'll go to the chat room because I can see you're asking questions. Let's see. Andreas Råberg, Scandinavian. I would like to know if there is any way to brew Tie Guanyin Yin without getting that sour taste. The easiest way to do it is to not pick a sour Tie Guanyin Yin.
Yeah.
So pick a Jun Mei. Jun Mei means that it's been processed very quickly, and therefore there's less time for the water to stay in the leaves, and that the longer that the leaves stay with water in them, so the longer it takes for them to dry, the more likely that the tea is going to be sour. So if you pick a Jun Mei Tie Guanyin Yin, then it's going to be less sour. But in terms of brewing,
less long time?
That's
shorter time?
Yeah. Because the sour taste comes from the dissolved solids in the leaves rather than the dried juice on the outside of the leaf. So if you brew for very short infusions, you're more likely to get the aromatics and less of those sour notes. All right, those are some questions. Let's now focus on you guys. Any questions out there?
It's hot, man. Raw peach orchid is always such a heating tea.
Yeah.
It tastes so good in an iced tea, but it's heating.
So Jeremy says the sourness is his favorite part of Tie Guanyin Yin. Jeremy, sour sap has been found, just so you know. Pudding announcer has gone now.
Has it?
Yeah.
I thought we still had a few.
Yeah,
maybe
I
not.
think, yeah, well, they're just saying it's out. So if it's out online, it's out, I'm afraid.
Damn.
Do you get a muscle relaxing effect from tea? Matthew writes. Is there an analgesic in tea? I mean, there's a relaxant quality, mostly in black teas, that comes from the terpenes, but I wouldn't say necessarily a muscle relaxant teas.
Yeah.
Let's see, any other questions? Where can we find a list of all your teas in stock based on the 2018 season? Ah, okay. All right, interesting. Mental note, we will try to add a new category on the Mei Leaf website. Can you write a note of this?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. We can do that. We can do it by year. It's not a problem. But I have to say again, this fixation it seems to be a real fixation on getting like the new teas in. And I'm not just saying this because we want to sell our old stock, but you know, for a lot of teas, and of course there are some teas that fresh is best, but for a lot of teas, including things like matcha, people are saying, when is matcha 2018? Matcha, we will not get in 2018 for a while because it needs to be blended with the 2017. If you haven't watched our matcha video, then check it out. We talk about this, you're always blending years. So it's this idea that you need to have fresh matcha, again, not really something that I agree with. Do you enjoy tea more outdoors or indoors? Depends on the weather, really.
Yeah, man.
But I do love drinking tea outdoors, of course.
Yes.
What's the best way to store Jade Star? We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Martin had his last session of baked goods. I saw that, Martin.
Aww.
It's again, unfortunately, it's gone. The sweet hedgehog beast says bye-bye. Yes, pudding announcer is no more. We've just found out ourselves from seeing this. All right, all right, guys, we're going to move on now. So there'll be more question answers later, but now we're going to move on to White Peony 2018. So this is a 2018 tea. Let's clear the deck.
Yes, we're doing it in this one.
No, we're doing it in the fishboat.
Very nice.
So is the score still 1-1, Croatia, Russia? I don't see anybody telling me to give away teas, so I'm assuming that it's going down to the wire. It's unbelievable because I really was thinking, we're not going to have anybody watching us. We've still got 324 people watching us. You guys are the future of tea. Worldwide, I'm telling you. It's interesting because on this pitch that I'm doing this week, we're going to be talking about how you tea heads are, you know, changing the way that tea is being looked at and being consumed, at least in the West, but also in the East. All right, let's bring this out. So, can you take this one? Show the camera. This is 2018. Sorry, 1 second. 2018 White Peony.
Am I close enough?
I think so, yeah, got it. 2018 White Peony. And it's... you can see it's looking really nice. You're getting a good mix. I like to see a good mix of buds and leaves. I don't like it to be too bud heavy or too leaf heavy. It's all about the right balance. So we're going to brew this up and then we're going to be talking about aging the tea. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later.
I've had a lot of questions at the shop about aging.
I hope Croatia wins so they can kick England's butt. Who wrote that? Feisty one. Fair enough. Everyone's allowed their opinion, even if it's wrong. Charhead wants to get a tea packet for my friend who is a newbie. She has not had real tea before, only the fake crap. Well,
oh my goodness,
she's in the right place.
Treasures.
And maybe you might win something, Charhead. You never know. And you can give it to her. I'm sure you would. I'm sure even if it was a Jun Mei, you'd give it to her, right?
I can imagine you behind there. Maybe.
I did not say butt heavy, I said bud heavy. Now all of this has to stop. We can't just assume that I've always got a filthy mind, right?
Dirty dog.
It's
sorry. it was unnecessary.
I don't like butt heavy, I like bud heavy. Bud.
Alright.
Okay, give it a quick warm up.
Sure.
Just warm this up first and then you can cool it down.
Yeah.
So we're brewing with 90-degree water here. I like that temperature. 90 is 195 Fahrenheit. So we're brewing with 195 Fahrenheit. We got this guy one gifted to us in China, so I thought I would try it out. Oh no, dodgy Don has now started.
Oh no!
That's your fault. Blame you. Check out this guy one. It's quite cool, no? I quite like it.
It's pretty stunning. The only thing is that I find it a bit scratchy.
It's a bit scratchy and it doesn't have a base.
Yeah.
I find that loses its balance when it doesn't have a base. But anyway, all right, whack it in.
Boom.
Now that
is
my friends,
beautiful.
is how you fill a guy one with, oops, with Parmesan. Because it's so big and wispy, you need to really load it up. Okay.
Yes.
Hit it.
Right.
We're going to do this tasting and then we're going to talk about aging the tea. Let's hear it for the buds. Yeah. 100 degrees water for white peony. Yeah, if you like. You know, white tea is really, really versatile and it's very much down to preference. You guys can make your own choices about how you want to brew. We've done a video about which is the best white temperature, brewing temperature for us. 90 we found is about right. Because I find any cooler than that and it becomes a bit too soft. Oh, man, the mouthfeel on this raw peach, I don't want to put it down.
I know, right?
Quickly.
You're
All right.
downing it.
Yeah, downing it.
Give me some.
Oh, sorry, I didn't think you wanted any.
Hey, I know it's heating.
Are you brewing
but I
this
like
tea? Okay, let's go.
Wet leaves.
Wet leaves.
Smell it.
Stick your nose in.
Actually, the first thing that I thought is it reminds me of like cooked creamy spinach.
Yeah, I get that.
You know?
Creamed spinach.
Creamed spinach.
I'm getting some chestnuts. Very, very green.
Oh yeah. And then you put it, when you stick your nose in here, definitely more chestnutty.
Got some nice nuts, but green nuts, very raw nuts, very milky nuts.
Milky nuts. Okay.
Claire, chill, Claire. It's all good. It's all good.
Happening?
She's struggling to watch it and set up her guru. It's all
Oh,
good.
don't
It's all good. We've got
worry.
time. We'll wait for you. It's all cool. Tinuki, 86 degrees. How very, very accurate of you. Yeah, 100 degrees, I agree. When you start talking about aged teas, especially shomeis, when they've got even larger leaves, then yeah, brewing it up hotter for shower.
For shower.
Yeah, I know, Wes. I'm a bit selfish sometimes. I just assumed she didn't want any more. You know, she's
Assumed wrong.
assumed incorrectly. Always assume that they want tea. Always. Even if they don't.
Yeah. Better that they have it.
All right, Jacob, milky nuts.
I was thinking, is someone having a dirty mind right now?
Just because I said the word nuts.
Yes.
I can't say the word nuts, I can't say the word buds. It's going to be difficult. All right.
Cheers, guys. Can I drink it? This should cool us down, isn't it? White tea is usually, is it more cooling?
I always forget, it's cooling by nature, warming by taste, by cooling by nature. Yes, I think so. All right, cheers everyone.
Cheers,
White
guys.
Peony 2018. Ooh.
Oh my god. It's so different from the smell, isn't it? It's so... I always get this syrupy thing first, and then the taste profile, which I can never pinpoint that well.
It's not an easy taste profile to pinpoint. And it's always changing, as we'll see when we talk about the aging of it. But certainly it's got this green tea taste to it.
Right.
It's got that naked spring astringency, raw sappy taste. It's got nut milks. Sorry, I'm going to say it. It's got nut milks, like a kind of almond milks or maybe not almond, maybe oat milks, things like that.
Oat milks, more oat milk.
But then you get the warmth. Then you get the slight chestnut notes.
There's like that, again, I feel like I say that a lot, but that white rabbit candy. But I think it's because of this tea, particularly.
It's got that. It's got some jasmine notes to it. Definitely, there's a jasmine floral, very simple jasmine floral note to it.
No, but it's not too intense on the jasmine note. It's got that.
when you bring it to your
my
mouth
gosh.
the first time, it's not in the taste, it's much more just in the nose.
Kernels and shoots.
Kernels and shoots,
That's a good
nice.
one.
Yeah, it's about those.
Rough blades.
It's about those shoots. That's
Yes.
a good one. Those sprouts, you know.
Yes.
It's very, very young, very fresh.
Yeah.
Now, Marianne is asking the difference between 2017 and 2018 will be a world of difference because a year of aging actually makes quite a big difference. You will notice the look of those leaves. Let's bring out a few more. Look at the greenness of the leaves. Now, if you compare that, Marianne, to the 2017 dry leaves that you're drinking, I would say that you're...
Do you want to...
Yeah, go for it. I would say that you're most likely that you're going to see a lot more darker hued leaves, darker browns, khaki colours as the leaf is changing. So this is the big thing with white teas, is that because of their lack of excessive processing, because they haven't gone through a heating process, an industrialized heating process, the enzymes are still active in those leaves. So they will age, and they will age relatively quickly.
Oh man, they are so pretty though.
There's a creaminess to it. So it's
Yeah.
basically revealing in a way what it's going to become, right? I think that this is an amazing tea to taste now, but this is another example of, I think that in a month or in 2 months,
Yeah.
it's going to be even better.
Like Jade Star, kind of like an aging
Well,
of
just
the white.
because it will calm the green.
Right.
It will just the rawness of it will start to calm down, and it will be, you know, just a bit softer. It's great. It certainly isn't like Naked Spring in that level of astringency, but it's definitely got those raw buds, shoots, sprouts, notes to them. What are you laughing at? Are they?
I just love it when people write in capital letters. It actually helps. Like, I just look at that. This is the newbie type.
Oh, hello, newbie. Welcome.
Yeah.
You've hijacked Teaheads stream.
Yeah.
So good. Let us know what your experiences are with tea.
Yeah.
All right. So, how long has this
Sorry.
been brewing for? Well, we're certainly going to give it a test.
I'm gonna say I did that on purpose, even if I didn't.
Metallica MCR1.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Can you
Thank you
show
so
us your
much.
tea and teaware collection? I certainly can't do that now because everything is set up. If I move that camera, the plug will go out and everything's going to go.
Game
But
over.
we'll do it in some Instagram stories probably, right?
Yes.
We'll show you some of our stuff. It's a mess, man.
It's a mess.
It's a mess.
I will probably tidy it up
Yeah,
beforehand.
make sure you tidy it up.
It's like everywhere.
Claire's got her guru set up. Nice one, Claire. Sit
Yeah.
down, chill out. Angie Baicha. Woo! Tea Ninja. Go
Yes,
for it.
go for
All right,
it.
so
Cheers.
second infusion, stronger, but still, even though it was brewed long, really, really lovely. Sweetness developing in the sides of my tongue. Gorgeous.
It's like with white teas, you can totally overbrew. Like, there's no problem, you know.
Yeah. And in fact, it just brings out that thicker, syrupy texture. But as I said, this is fresh in. It's a perfect example of, you know, a tea which tastes fresh in. It tastes like it's coming from the field. And, you know, it's a wondrous white peony. It's gonna get better though. How do we improve the tea after we purchase it? That's the question that we need to ask. A Nanwo, I love Nanwo. Shinzo's drinking Nanwo, Shangpua, love
Yes.
Nanwo. It's a great mountain area. We got some Nanwo coming.
We do.
Yeah. Anyway,
oh my
so
God.
how do we age it? Well, this is the question that we need to answer, and I've been asked that question so many times over the past few weeks, especially with Jade Star. I think that a lot of you guys are thinking, how can you age your own white teas, and why the hell not?
Yeah.
You know,
Why
why
not?
don't you age your own, make your own Jade Star 15s or whatever it will be, sell it back to us.
Yeah.
So let's talk about aging, because this is an area that I would love to give you very definitive answers on. However, what I would like to do is also involve you in my experiments, because I can give you theory, but I want to give you something that's based on actual empirical evidence. So the theory is with white tea, right? or with any tea will continue to oxidize. Given air, it will continue to oxidize. Even tea which has been heated up, like green teas, they will oxidize very, very slowly, right? Because the oxidation process is sped up or catalyzed by the enzyme in the leaf, polyphenol oxidase, right? This enzyme in the leaf is what speeds up the oxidation process. But if you heat the leaf up, as we know, you deactivate or de-enzyme the leaf, and so the oxidation process slows down to an absolute crawl. So green teas will continue to oxidize over time, but very, very, very slowly, right? White teas, as I said, because they haven't gone through any heating process, they still have active enzymes, they will oxidize much quicker, right? And therefore, I would expect in 3-4 months, those leaves will be significantly different in terms of the look of them. So that's oxidation aging, and that happens with any tea, different rates. So obviously pu'er teas, raw pu'er teas, and white teas, they undergo very little processing in terms of heating, and therefore, well, actually that's not true, but I'm not going to get into the technicalities of it. They will oxidize much quicker, okay? There's also aging to, as I said before, oh, there's a goal. There's a goal. There's a goal to Croatia. All right, we're going to have to give away some tea. So why don't we do... okay, we promised we would do this. We'll give you a sample of something that we've received. I promise it would be a good one. We don't know exactly what we're going to do. So you guys, type in Croatia, I guess. Since they scored.
Or goal.
Nah, Croatia. Type in Croatia and we'll pick 2 winners. Let's do it.
Oh, should I spin it?
Oh, yeah.
Should I?
Wait for it. The delay. Okay. We'll get back to aging teas, I promise. Okay, go for it.
I'm enjoying that spin.
That's a good spin. That's a good spin.
So happy about that.
Oh wow, there's an epic spin.
This is so satisfying.
Okay, so we've got now. Okay, so we've got.
Why?
I swear, YouTube are messing with me. All right, we've got Mirtha, we've got Christo, Christine, Jennifer, Carla Eats Plants, and 72 Go for it. One. Mirtha Lodewijk, I guess. From Holland, or my guess. One more. One more, and then we get back to tea aging. Sorry, all you non-footballers out there, but I did promise. So, okay, we've got Bruno Palomera. Oh, where'd you go, Bruno? There you are. Sarah Cordil, Citatel, Besney, Southeastern Hero, Tierra, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and cups.
Number 3.
Number three. Citatel Bejny. Citatel Bejny. Yeah. Okay, right. So there you go. We'll send you something. Send us a message on. Oh, I just closed the chat room. That's really bad. All right. So I'm gonna have to get that back. But send us a message on YouTube through our messaging, and we will. Send you some teas. I promise it will be a good one. All right, so back to the aging. Okay, so that's oxidation is one type of aging. Then you've got the aging just literally, as I said before, to reduce the amount of roast in the tea. If a tea is being roasted, we want to reduce the amount of roast, and therefore it needs to rest, and sometimes that can take 6 months if it's a heavy roast tea.
Yeah.
All right, then you have fermentation, okay? Fermentation is, I think, the key to making aged white teas. And the reason why it's so difficult for us to find Jade Star is that we're looking for a combination of oxidation and fermentation during the process. And that's why we fell in love with Jade Star 3. Sorry for those of you who didn't get it. But we fell in love with Jade Star 3 because it was stored, we were told, in relatively airtight conditions. And if you take away the oxygen, then you're encouraging the fermentation process, because the microbes and microorganisms, in order for them to get energy, They need to break down sugars. In the absence of oxygen, it goes through a fermentation process to break down those sugars, and that creates a certain sour, fruity note to the tea, right? So, this is the question. When we try to age this white tea, do we put it in an airtight conditions or do we put it in breathable conditions? John Cross wrote, I want duck shit, and YouTube blocked it, but I will allow that. Okay, so what we're going to do, and what I really like for you guys to do as well, is we're planning to do a video about this probably in about 6 months' time, okay? We have just gotten these in stock. These are our Zesha purple clay tea storage canisters, jars. They are very beautiful. I love the feel of them.
They're pretty cool, man.
Let me just show you guys these. So they have foil. The original design had plastic, but I said no. No. Don't want no plastic.
No.
Give me foil. So we've got this, and we've now put in some white peony into this.
Yes. So this is going to be the...
So this, right, Zesha clay is technically breathable, even though I find that very difficult to actually, you know, accept. But apparently, because it's porous, it's breathable. And so there is going to be some transfer of air, theoretically, in this. Right. We're going to take the same amount of tea and we're going to store it in airtight conditions.
Can you focus, son?
Focus, son. And we focused? There we go. We're going to put it in airtight conditions, and we're going to be taking the same tea and we're going to be just wrapping it like pua in paper. So pretty much out in the air. We're going to store it in the same place at a relative humidity of around 50%, 60%. We're not really focused too much on the humidity. We're more focused on the level of oxygen, right? And we're going to return to this topic in 6 months' time. And we're going to do a video to decide what the best way is to age white tea, right? And if you do it along with us, then obviously you can contribute to the discussion, and you can let us know your thoughts as well. And when we drink it along, we can see if you have the same experiences as us. Because the theory behind aging white tea is that you should store it airtight.
Right.
If you want it to continue to ferment, right? And then when you are planning to drink it, so I was told 3 to 6 months before you plan to drink it, you open the cake, you open the canister, you break the cake even, and then you store it in something like this, something breathable, yeah? So that it starts to adapt a little bit to the environment, starts to get some humidity and oxygen, and that will improve the taste. Because if you drink it straight from the airtight, apparently it's not as good as given 3 to 6 months in a breathable container. That's the theory. And that's what I have been kind of repeating and parroting to people, but I just want to check it out myself. So we're going to do this experiment. I hope that some of you will do it along with us. So the question of how you store your Jade Star 3 really depends upon how soon you want to drink it.
Right.
If you're planning to drink it over the next 3-6 months, you know, then I would say store it in something like this, or store it in, you know, non-airtight conditions. But if you want to continue that aging process, then put it in an airtight container and see if that actually supercharges the fermentation process a little bit more.
So an airtight container more than that, like...
Well, you know, this is the question. How airtight is this? The theory is that this is a really nice way to store teas because you are getting some transfer of oxygen, but of course it's very, very slow. It might be that this turns out to be the winner. That's why I want to test this out. That's why I bought these in. Obviously, I bought these in because we got so many people asking as well for some clay storage. So we've got this, and we've also got, hold on, well done, Teahead. Converted newbie, you get points.
Yes!
More like well done newbie for seeing the value in tea. So we've also got this. These are our Zesha Bing
You held it so casually, like that. It's super heavy, guys.
This is yeah, bro. Nice one, noob. We'll stop calling you noob. You might have a name, actually.
Yeah.
So this is what we use to store our. This is where I do drop it. Our raw puer. We also have another one for cooked puer. I would recommend that you separate the two, so raw and cooked. And these are our cakes. So this is the, I think, one of the best ways to store puer. So this is our Bing jar. Again, this is just coming. We've only got a few. If you guys like them, we can obviously get more, but we weren't sure how successful or how popular they would be. Okay, it is quite heavy. There you go. So that's aging of white teas. As I said, if you want to drink along, if you want to play along and test with us, then please do.
Boris saw me spill tea, but thanks for doing it in French.
Well, he told you in French.
Yeah.
Yes, Jennifer, these clay jars, I put them on the site yesterday. The eagle-eyed amongst you have already been writing to me. And we intentionally kept the price as low as possible because I know shipping is going to be an absolute bugger on that. You know, we're, as I said, we're trying to work on the shipping issues. For sure. Yeah, that one, I don't know what the shipping is to the States. It'd be worth just adding it to your basket and checking it out. Hopefully it's not crazy, but we intentionally made it really, really as low as possible in terms of price. It is Zhersha clay. It's not going to be the same quality as proper Yixing clay that is used for pots, but it is Zhersha purple clay, and they are really, really nice, especially they're just tactile. It's just lovely. And you see them on your shelf. And
just
it's
the feeling of clay full stop is nice.
Oh, he has a name, Marvin.
I know.
There you go. All right, so we are going to give away some white peony.
She show the leaves.
Go on then,
for,
show the leaves.
Recording purposes, so we know 6 months time.
Show them leaves.
Show them leaves, innit?
Yeah, we're going to take pictures when we do all of this so that we can compare the leaves in 6 months time, and you guys can see hopefully some practical tests on that. That's the way we like to roll. Let's do some giveaways, then we're going to do some Q&A. We've already done an hour and a half of this session.
Can't believe
I think I need some more bourbon iced tea. I'm boiling up here.
I'm actually cooling down after that white tea.
No man, I'm boiling up.
Alright, so I'm guessing we're doing white peony?
Yeah, so type in white peony and we'll give away 2 taster bags for 2 people. Ready? White peony. Marvin, you can take part. Charhead, you're gonna have to. Okay, so there you go.
Be fast, people. Be fast.
So type in white peony. I'm gonna see if I can stop this properly now.
Okay.
All right, go.
Ready?
Do it.
Ah, not as good. Ugh.
That's all right. All right, so we've got Diniu 01, Hugo D, Amy Calcara, David Villa Escribano, David Villa Escribano, Joseph Bana, and is that it? And Matthew Mitchell. Matthew Mitchell always manages to.
Yeah, he always manages
like he's got some trick.
Oh, number 1.
Diniu01. Diniu01.
Congrats.
Write to us through our YouTube channel. If you don't know how to do that, go to channel, and then I think there's a place that's messages, and you can write to us. I'm going to say this very clearly. We do not send out these tasters for probably at least 2 weeks. We like to wait for everyone to have written to us before we send out the tasters. So please be patient. Okay, go for it.
Ah, damn.
Okay, so now we've got, oops, John W. Gula, Lewis, Katie, Diniu is just saying woohoo, Anna Brodzina, Femke is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Anne Gamalski.
Alright, let's do this.
We've got number 4. 1, 2, 3. Anna Brodzina. Anna Brodzina, congratulations. You have won some white peony. I wish I could drink more. I can drink more. And let's do some Q&As.
Yeah.
Chat room is still going a bit nuts. Everyone's starting, wipe your honey. There you go.
Wipe your exclamation mark.
Let's answer another question. So Alexandra Verville, Paris.
Pretty.
Alexandra Verville, Paris. Should we store white tea and aged white teas in the same way? I hope that's answered your questions. It depends on what you're trying to achieve out of it. If you want to keep it, if you want to age it for fermentation, maybe airtight is the best way. Ironically, it's probably the best way also to store it to keep it absolutely super fresh.
Right.
So it's kind of this is why it's an interesting one. It might be that 6 months is not enough time.
Would you put it in a plastic airtight container or like?
Yeah, we're gonna have to properly airtight it. Yeah. All right. Next. And the Teahead is asking about the Gong Fu Guru. Let's check that poll.
Oh yeah.
Might as well quickly check the poll, and you guys can see it too.
Boom.
Boom. Now I go here. Now I go there. Let's check the poll. Anybody written anything about the poll? Where is it?
It's gone. Oh my gosh, we still got quite
we've got a lot to go through, I know.
Ooh.
So yes, 93%, 7% no. So that's good.
Well,
good
that's
to know.
very clear.
That's pretty clear. You can keep voting if you would like to do so. Okay,
Yeah,
Q&A, another question, then we're going to go to the chat room. I'm very sad.
Oh no.
End of full stop, no. I'm a bit sad to be seeing fewer and fewer torcha, mushroom and melon puer tea shapes that are a little bit more unique and amusing to have around. If you guys are going to be sourcing leaves direct from farmers, would you ever consider having them pressed into these other shapes? I know that Menghai still does some torcha and a number of other larger factories do as well. It's funny that you say that because I always really didn't like the mushroom shape.
Yeah.
But this year, remember, I was like, I was looking at this mushroom shaped one. I was like, it's starting to grow on me.
Yeah.
It's starting to grow on me. And I was asking the people who press the tea in Menghai if they've got any funky new shapes that we can do, which is obviously a little bit cheeky of me. But they said no. So it's either mushroom, tor.
I was going to say, yeah, you can do like a
They
frog.
make those small pucks, you know, the small little
yes.
pucks. But I'm not so into those small little pucks. It's kind of...
It's got a line in the middle and it's like a little...
Yeah, you can break them.
Yeah.
They're all right. I'm not like that enamored by them. They look a bit boring to me. But yes, answer to your question, we will always consider doing that. And I did start to think about mushroom-shaped cakes. Bizarrely. All right.
You didn't tell me, but yeah. Cool.
$45 US for the storage clay, the shipping. We'll try our best to see what we can do to bring that down. But you know, very, very difficult for us. That's what it costs us. All right, so here we go. Any other questions from you guys out there? Do let us know. We'll answer some questions quickly and then we will move on to the next tea.
I'll get that ready anyway for now.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
How do you gracefully decline a tea vendor while sitting in front of them after tasting many of their teas but not being impressed enough to make a purchase? This happens to everybody who goes to China.
Yeah, man. I'm the worst. I can't say no. It's so hard.
I can say no.
You're quite good. Yeah, you just kind of find a way to be quite polite and then... I think that... In my opinion, like, you just be honest and graceful about it. Say it's not for me or I don't particularly like it. Dodgy Don likes mushrooms. I've got to stop looking at that chat room. That is such a funny.
So yeah, I mean, just, you know, I think that actually I've found more good teas by saying no to people and then saying, well, okay, try this one, and they pulled out some extra good teas. Saying no to tea vendors is almost your way, and if you explain why as well, then it's your way of basically showing them that you know what you like, and they might be able to find a tea that's better for you, rather than you walking out with 500 grams of a tea that you don't like.
That's true.
Southeastern Hero has written this many times, and I keep seeing it in the corner of my eye. Is the fish tea pet in the JS3 video coming to Mei Leaf? We're talking about that one. I couldn't find it. We found that in China, but I have not found it since. I will look for it. If I find it, I will definitely get some in. Marianne has had experience saying no politely, so yeah, just say no politely, explain why, and that's fine. Question, I recently was doing jasmine tea, the Gongfu style, but wasn't that nice? Not sure if it was the tea, not sure it was the brewing. Listen, scented teas are probably the least suited to Gongfu because it's all about getting, well,
I guess it's kind of, it all tastes pretty much the same throughout infusion, so...
Yeah, and the aroma is what you're trying to capture. The combination of the aroma, I still think that Gongfu is better, but it also depends on the quality of your tea. Oh, gold. Gold to Russia.
Oh,
holy crap.
My gosh.
All right.
Isn't it 2-2 now?
It must be 2-2. Let's just quickly check the scores. Let's just quickly check the scores, unless these guys are messing with us. It says here 2-1. Hello.
Are you messing?
Are you messing with us? Are you guys messing with us? Do you just want free tea? Is that what's happening? It might be that it's taken a bit of time to catch up. Is there a goal? We trust you guys. If there's a goal, we'll do it. Yes, they're saying it's a goal. All right, we'll do it. But let's finish this quickly. That's the lot. We'll do more questions and answers in a little bit. We're now going to give away some random tea that we have with our samples. We're going to do 2, and we're going to be just right in Russia, right? So Russia, type in Russia. I believe you guys. You know, I can't. I've got so many windows open here. I don't want to start by mistake closing the wrong window. Well, I'm losing it already.
Closing the wrong window.
Okay, so 2-2. Type in Russia. Let's go.
Boom.
Bam.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have got Domonkos Kirai, Petra Anderson, Matej Holeko, Charlotte Gardin.
That doesn't say Russia though.
Oh, okay. Too late. I've said the name. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Eredrin D. Eredrin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Hugo D. Go for it.
Wow, Hugo D.
Hugo D. But he never gets it. He never gets it. Damn, no. Hugo, man. Keep trying. Matej Holeko. Matej Holeko.
Matej Holeko.
Okay, Holecho, maybe? Holecho? Sorry again if I'm screwing up your names. I do apologize. Alright, one more. Come on, roll it. I'll just look back at the video. It's alright. Write to us through our YouTube and then we will give you some teas. Who knows, you might get some pre-release teas. Jeremy, Enzo, Carolyn, Boris, 72am, and Vladimir.
Let's do this.
Number one, Jeremy. Jeremy, you can come by and pick it up.
Jeremy!
Save us on postage. So, Jeremy, come by. No, I'll send it to you, Jeremy. I'm joking. Right, so that's that. We're going to move on now to Tie Luo Han, Iron Monk, a very, very premium yencha. These are samples. We have not tasted them. We have been searching for Tie Luo Han or Iron Monk for about a year and a half. Since we sold out of our previous one, we have not tasted a sample which we think is good enough. And this type of tea is one of those types of teas, if it's not top grade, we ain't touching it. And the reason for that is it is a premium yencha. It's going to command a very high price. And if you're paying a high price, you want something that's pretty spectacular. What's up?
I need some cups, so should we just use these ones?
We didn't bring cups.
I thought we did.
We did. Here we go.
Aha.
All right, so we have 3 samples here. We have labeled them 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
They have different prices. 1 is the most expensive and 3 is the least expensive tea. Right? I am going to mix them up. You are going to close your eyes.
But they've got water in it here, these
okay.
ones.
Do you want the Gongfu Guru? Why don't we break out the Guru?
Give it.
I think it's time.
Where?
I think it's time for the Guru. With the new...
inlay.
With the new inlay, so you can see it in action. Okay, let's break out this. All right, Guru's back in town. Okay, so you can now...
Can set myself up.
Set yourself up. And I'm going to mix this up. Close your eyes.
And it's going to be hard.
Okay, and now you mix them up
Oh,
without looking.
of course.
Yeah.
That would ruin it. Done.
Yeah, so now none of us know anything about anything. We're complete ignoramuses.
Ignoramuses. I would make an.
So this is the way we do our sample tasting.
dinosaur.
We try to avoid any kind of knowledge of price.
Yeah, it makes it
'Cause-
so much easier actually.
Yeah, it does.
Honestly. Woo.
I really recommend anybody doing tasting, if you've got to do, if you're doing a horizontal tasting like this, just make it blind. You'll get so much more information. All right, so have a sniff. Oh,
What?
I nearly made a mistake here.
What?
I made a mistake, I think. No, I want to look back at the. I want to look back at the footage, but I think that this one is that one. I've kept it in this order because I put
Okay.
down that one first.
So let's leave that
So
in
this
front.
one, this one is here.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Right. But the problem is I'm not blind anymore because I now know what that one is.
Oh no.
But it's too late now. Sorry, I screwed up. But you're blind. But I still don't know about these ones. All right. So let's smell.
I know, I feel the pressure now because it's like I've got to be the blind taster.
That smells good. So what we're looking for in a tielohan is those deep, rich notes. You want the roast to be there. You want the fruit to be there. You want some chocolate to be there. You want some nuts to be there. But there's a certain funk that good Iron Monk has. The funk of the Iron Monk.
Well, I can tell you
Yeah.
that this one's quite fruity and chocolatey, but this one has a very specific burnt toast taste to it. You know?
Yeah. Which one?
This one.
Yeah, yeah.
Burnt, not just toast, but like sourdough or something kind of strong bread.
Yeah. So.
And this one is more. Oh, it's got a bit of everything. You smell it?
I'm not saying anything because I don't want to influence you.
I don't know. This is so hard.
From the Iron Monk funk.
I feel like this has got everything that.
I'm going to put these down in this order, okay? Because it's in my way.
This is definitely the most fruitier type.
So yes, I think you're right.
It's got a bit of an alcohol
This-
like, after smell to it.
This one has got a really nice balance.
Right.
It's got some toasted notes. It's got some
Berry notes.
berry notes, red berry notes, but red berry fools. So mixing with a little bit of cream,
Ooh.
like gooseberry fools, red berry fools. It's also got the
It's true.
caramel notes to them. It's a really, really lovely smelling tea. This one here smells a bit like, sorry, can I just smell it again?
I'm just reading Marianne Flynn. We're all tea drunk funky. We are.
Oh, yeah. That one's meh. That one has got,
It's just too much of the charcoal.
yeah,
is what I'm getting.
it's just burnt. It's just
Yeah,
being burnt.
it's really very much like burnt toast.
You need VAR on this. We need a replay on if I did this correctly.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know. We shall see.
I think this one is the most complex and has the most different tastes, like smell profiles.
Yeah. So this one has got the Iron Monk funk.
The Iron Monk funk.
And what I mean by the Iron Monk funk is, or Iron Funk, or Funk Monk, or Monk Funk, however you want to say it. They're all interchangeable in the tea world. You can call it the Funky Monk, as you wish. The funk in the monk is, and I know that this is going to be.
Funk in the monk.
Yes, Christian has already gone. Are we back to manure? It's got that. Not manure. Yeah. It's got that real musty, slight animalistic smell to it.
It's not sweaty though.
It's not sweaty, and it's not elephant house either.
No.
It's not like those elephant house, you know, smells. But it smells like, I don't know, I can't explain it. I'm getting lots of red fruit. I'm getting coconut in there, which is really interesting.
Those brown coconuts, not the green ones.
Yeah, brown coconuts. Really, really interesting. Coconut, toasted coconuts. Really nice.
It smells so good. Like.
But there's a certain animal.
To me, it's more ferment, less animal.
It's definitely got the funk.
It's got the
All right,
funk.
let's brew this up.
Right.
Boiling water, there or thereabouts. Can you give it a quick rinse?
This is actually specifically 94 degrees. I can bring it up when I do the brewing.
You do that. Here we go. Have a little rabbit.
Need a rabbit. Oh, yeah.
Dodgy Don funk.
Look at the color difference. I don't know if you guys can see it
okay,
yet.
that's
You know what?
pretty telling.
Let me just do this.
Yeah, smart.
Because it's quite surprising.
You can tell you've done this before. Look how much darker that one is to that.
Yeah, it's
insipid. Insipid. So, just so you know, the price differences between these, just to give you some context. These are all pretty expensive teas because it is Tielohan. Some of them are going to be from the Zhangyan area, some of them are going to be outside, so there's going to be a price difference there. So the most expensive one is going to run around about 80 cents per gram, so it's pretty top end tea, 80 cents per gram, so you're looking at a session costing you something in the region of $3.50 to $4, which in the big scheme of things is not huge, but obviously a big enough deal in the tea world. 80 cents. Then you've got the middle price one is about 60 cents, and then you've got 30 cents. So you can see the difference. From the most affordable tea is nearly a third of the price of the most expensive tea.
This definitely has funk. Now it's like
man, that's got the funk.
It's got
oh, that's got
okay,
funk.
now it's got animalistic.
You can smell that animal. You can smell that animal. How would you describe that smell without it making it sound disgusting?
I know.
It's so hard. It's like pheromones.
Yeah.
You know, it's that there's a certain mustiness to it that you just get drawn to.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. But then
if I say anything more,
it smells super sweet though. Like it's not just this kind of animal sweat. It's just there's like jam. There's jam to it.
Oh yeah, I mean there's fruits galore.
Big time jam. But I'm thinking like strawberry. Is it strawberry jam? Raspberry jam.
Raspberry jam. I like
That's
that
what
note.
I'm thinking.
This, on the other hand, smells a little bit like vanilla woods. It smells not bad. Vanilla, I'm getting, vanilla wood.
It smells very vanilla.
Yeah.
Like, actually, okay, no. It's like apricot with vanilla. Apricot and vanilla.
Yeah, but it's very light. It's much lighter than that.
Yeah.
But it's a nice smell.
Yeah.
It is a nice smell.
I have a feeling that on the nose this is gonna be much stronger than on the taste. Like that fruity flavor smell.
Yeah, you get the feeling that this is going to be a bit of a weak ass brew.
This smells super nutty, like roasted peanuts? No, roasted
Super
what
nuts.
is it?
Super nuts. And a
Super
bit
nuts.
of campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most roasty.
Most
out of
roasty,
the
yeah.
three.
This is actually much lighter. Okay.
Yeah.
Hit him with
Brewing
the
it
water.
So now
Let's
it's
do
100
it.
degrees.
We really got a race, man.
Oh my
we've got
God.
so much tea to drink. This is going to be an epic session.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Are you guys still with us?
How long?
You
I'm
do
having
20
counting.
seconds.
I'm having counting.
It's alright. You'll be okay.
This is not accurate enough.
Well, just try and do the same thing with that
Okay.
one, that's all.
Okay. No pressure. No pressure.
So yeah, that animal funk. I don't know. I don't know how I would describe it. I don't know how I would describe it without Dodgy Don like becoming like just, you know, all over the the chat room.
Yeah.
You know, so I leave it to your imagination, but it smells quite animal, pheromone, and I like it.
And I like it.
And I like it. I love the fact that YouTube is like censoring certain comments, and that's why I'm clicking to say show, because it's like the monk funk stunk of the spunky spunk.
That's so good.
It's penalty shootout. All right, let us know who England are gonna obliterate in the next round. All right, let's take a look at the color. Why don't you bring that closer to the camera? I'll bring this one. Okay. You can bring those.
Okay.
So there you go. You can see color difference. Oh, you see a lot of reflection. Not really helpful. This might be better down here.
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
All right, so you can certainly see that the middle one is the lightest for shower. Okay, let's taste.
All right.
Let's.
So I blind taste you.
Yeah, good idea.
About that.
Congratulations.
Then I don't have to be the one responsible for this.
All right. I see you picking that up. That's not blind. Okay. Do it.
Oh, I can't choose now. Okay.
Okay, you gotta hurry. Come on. Not bad.
Number 2?
It has quite a nice start. The end is a little bit burnt toast. Nothing particularly amazing. That's just a bit light to me, that one.
Did I brew them too light?
You might have brewed them a bit light. But let's see.
Well, it'll be a new challenge for you.
All right. From my initial taste, I liked the first one and the third one, but the third one, for me, well, they were quite similar, I would say. First and third were quite similar. Second one, I didn't like that much. Which one did you give me?
First one, second one, third one.
Yeah, okay. So first and third still definitely are up there. Second one, yeah, it's a bit lightweight. No?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this one is just less like Iron Monk. It's like a different, it just tastes like a different type, like different tea.
It reminds me of a bad summer haze.
Oh.
You know, it's got those fruit notes, but it's not quite there, you know?
True. Sorry guys, I'm just...
Okay, so now let's get into this. So that one is definitely disqualified. Red card.
Red card. Yeah, this is quite caramelly. But the roast is quite strong on it.
That one has the most amount of fruit up front.
This one is the most intriguing because it's not like strong in the charcoal. It's got a little bit of the nut, it's got a little bit of the fruit.
Let's hit it again. Okay. Let's make it stronger.
Okay.
Let's brew it up. How are you guys doing? Russia missing penalties left, right and center. Looks like Croatia. I wish Korea, although Korea didn't play that bad.
No,
I wish that Croatia are gonna be very, very tired after their long match, and England are gonna get through to the final, which would be pretty insane. So I'm assuming, let us know, you can be our football results commentary. It looks like it's about to end. So Croatia probably going to go through. Ooh, Russia. Okay. Anyway, let us know. So, what are we thinking? We agreed that this one is definitely out, right? That's a no-no. That one is a no-no. These two, decision between these two so far.
The thing is, right, like I'm thinking about these three, and I think some people would like the fruitier note, but it's not, like if you like a roasty kind of oolong, then you wouldn't go for that. Like this, I think this one for me is my favorite out of the three.
I would agree. This one has the most fruit forward taste.
Yeah.
This one, it just has a little bit of, it's got a good finish, but doesn't have that upfront start, that really nice upfront start that this one does.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you gonna count? Okay, I won't disturb you. Oh, I'm getting the heats, man. It's hot, but we've also got light shining on us, and it's been a hot, hot day. Shout out Jade Star 3. Come on, let's do a roll call. Anybody who's drinking Jade Star 3, hit us in the comments, or just Jade Star in general. We're so excited to see what you guys think of it.
Oh my god, 100%. Like, I love that one so much. Again, sorry for you guys that didn't get to try it, but yeah.
And I see that there's some exchanges going on where people who didn't get Jade Star 3 are being gifted Jade Star 3 by other people in the Teahead community.
You guys
that fills us with so much joy when we see that. It's amazing. Is there any funk in the monk? So far, the smell of this one definitely has the funk. This has an upfront good taste, but I'm not getting the funk in the aftertaste. But I'm thinking whether or not second infusion, which is always more revealing than the first, is going to give us a better answer. I'll be able to tell you whether or not the funk lives in that tea. And JS3 is great, lovely,
Yay!
Nice to hear it. Joseph's drinking Jade Star. Kentucky John, he can taste that fermentation. I tell you, that airtight storage is the difference. You can age white tea, but if it's not aged well, it's just gonna have a good aroma, but it's not gonna have that sour, nice fermented taste to it. Croatia have won, by the way.
Oh my gosh!
So Croatia
well
are
done,
through.
Croatia.
Well done, Croatia. If there are any Croatians watching, then congratulations to you. Enjoy this moment.
Yes!
But it will end.
No, it's so hard.
No, I have to, come on. It's very rare that you get to talk about England in the World Cup semi-finals. So, you know, it's been 28 years or whatever.
Oh my gosh, true.
So.
Epic. All right, tasting
Oh,
times.
Petra's giving me some tasting notes. She loves Jade Star 3. Dried goji berries, raisins in hot cross buns, baked almond thins, fermented wine, honey and mintiness. I would say yes to all of those. That's some killer tasting notes.
That is amazing.
Love
tasting notes.
Mina
so good.
has already done airtight storage of white tea and she says it works and it becomes so sweet. Thank you. We're going to do those taste tests ourselves. I don't really want to try that one, but let's taste this one.
Yes. Cheers, guys.
Hello, funk. The funk has come.
That's really good. I like that.
It's like...
It's got like a slight incense thing to it, but it's not too much. And then it's got a little bit of caramel and a little bit of the fruity. What is that fruit?
It's got some cranberries. I'm getting some of those sour tart fruits on the sides of my tongue. I'm getting caramel. I'm getting nuts. I'm getting woods. I'm getting some roast, like some deep roasted. Deep roasted dates, deep roasted prunes perhaps. However,
like Christmas pudding. Sorry.
Yeah, a little bit of that. Christmas pudding is a good one. But I'm also getting that animal funk. That all I can describe is, let's say your better half has just gone out for a run, right? Fresh, comes back, and you get a hug. And you just get into that,
just sniff.
You know, and you're just getting that animal pheromone taste. It's definitely there in that one. Let's taste this one.
Thank you.
Yeah. This one certainly has gone flat, right?
Yeah, it's still got nice like high notes of it, but it doesn't have the texture.
It doesn't have the fruit. It doesn't have the texture. I would definitely say no to these two for Mei Leaf. Not interested.
You didn't even try this one again?
Because I tasted it already before. It was not nice.
Wait.
Oh, to be fair, actually,
Gotta give it a chance.
To be fair to this one is actually now better in my opinion than this one.
Yep.
Thank you for making me taste it.
Yep.
Now I'm getting almonds. It reminds me of a Xingren Dansong, an almond flavored Dansong oolong.
I was thinking actually it had a bit of shortbread thing going on.
Hey,
Yeah.
where did that come from?
Yeah. It revealed itself.
Whoa, that's pretty
revealed
impressive.
itself.
This stormed into second place. Still prefer this one, but that stormed into second place.
Yeah.
If we sell this tea, we're going to call it Sweaty Spouse. No, I think we'll stick with Iron. I think we'll stick with Iron Monk. Okay, so let's do the reveal, even though I know theoretically which one's which. So, which one do you like the least?
Oh my god, Adam.
Which one do you like the least?
I would say actually after trying this one, I would say this. Oh, kind of hard. Yeah, I would say this one.
Yeah.
I'd say this one is my second favorite. This one is my first favorite.
So third, second, first, I agree. That one has really come through amazingly. So this one is number 2, which is the second priced tea. So 60 cents per gram, so still expensive. This is number 3, so this is the cheaper one.
Right.
And we might have to taste it a bit more
to
see whether or not we can release it as a kind of Iron Monk light. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this one is the most expensive one. And I did see that when I turned it over. And we'll have to look at the replays to see whether or not I'm actually right or if I've messed it up. But that certainly is our favorite one. We are now going to do a giveaway of all 3 so you can do the horizontal tasting yourself.
I love those.
We've just got enough tea to do maybe 1. Right, we'll do 2. But the first person's going to get...
Do we have enough? I don't know if we have enough.
I'm not sure if we have enough. If we don't have enough, then the second person will give you some Iron Monk tasters that we have, but we might not have enough because we need to keep some for ourselves to taste again.
Taster.
So type in Funky Monk. Type in Funky Monk, and we'll pick 2 people to do it. And as I said, we'll try to give you both enough so that you can have a horizontal tea tasting yourself. For this.
Do I do it now?
You actually ended up with it, yeah. We'll have to see. Yeah, do it now. Funky Monk or Iron Monk, it's alright. Go for it.
Ah, yes!
You love it when you do a good spin.
I love winning in games. Whatever the game.
Even if it's just with yourself.
Even if it's just for myself.
Alright, so we've got Mason, Christo, Rudy, Martina, Amy, and Netta Gutterbaum.
Ooh, Gutterbaum. Number 3.
Rudy.
Rudy.
Message to you, Rudy. Rudy Vervey. Write to us. Okay, one more. Type in Funky Monk, and we will try to give you an example, enough for a horizontal tasting of these teas. Well, that was a quick one. Okay.
That was a bit of a...
We've got Jacob... Oops, hold on. We've got Jacob Harvey, Elena Kechon, R.A. Scott Phillips, Tomasz Chimadia, and Richard Salmon. Go for it. Oh, and Jay Carter. Richard Salmon, you will get some too. So send us a message and we will sort that out for you. Right.
Okay.
Let's move on. Could you move on to the Fukamushi versus Asamushi?
Oh, yes.
While I take some questions.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be so intense.
So I am going to go to my little questions that were asked beforehand. So let's see. Right. And the Teahead question. I saw the new Zersha Bing storage, so this clay storage. Do you store different cakes in it or only one kind? We tend to stick to a type like raw puer or cooked puer. You probably can mix it, but I think that it's probably better to mix, to keep it to one type, in my opinion. Vegan Teahead says, for a 400ml clay pot, how many grams of puer should I use? And is it better to just fill it halfway as if it was a 200ml pot? Depends how many people you're serving, of course. But yes, I would say fill it halfway. It's usually about 5 grams per 100ml. So for 400ml, that would be 20 grams, which is quite a lot of tea. If you're not brewing for loads of people, I would do 200ml and fill it up halfway.
Okay.
Mark Gateman says, would a Mei Leaf guided tour in China ever be possible? I do get asked this question a fair amount. To be honest with you, I don't think I would be the best tour guide. What do you think?
I think it'd make a good tour guide.
Not sure. I think I would probably. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be a good tour guide. I think I get so kind of on my own little journey that I would probably like.
You do concentrate a lot, like
I would just. If it was something that it's a place that I've been and I've tasted all the teas, but who's tasted all the teas before? It would probably be so distracting to. But we are talking to people about potentially running some tea trips, but it's going to be quite a lot in the future. Wow, quite a lot in the future. So quite a long time in the future. Probably not until next year if we do it. Okay, here we go. Let's answer some questions from you guys. Amir, do we need to go to the toilet?
Be right back. Do we need to go to the toilet?
I am a little bit weird like that for some reason. Like I can just drink and it doesn't really affect me. Celine is less so, but yeah, of course, we will eventually. Sarah, do you have the release date for Sour Sap yet? That's a very interesting question. Just because it's just you and us and nobody else is listening, I'm thinking that Sour Sap is probably going to be next week. Yeah, I'm thinking probably. We just got some in. I don't know if I'm going to do a video about it. You guys know about Sour Sap. So, you know, maybe we can just release it without a video. So that might happen. But yes. Let's see. Oops. Don, I have an opportunity to buy Yuan Guapian in bulk, high grade. Can you give me your opinion? Yuan Guapian is a lovely tea. We are going to get some Yuan Guapian ourselves this year. So I don't know if it's good tea and you've tasted it, then and you like it, then buy it. But I have to say that we have been tasting Yuan Guapian for many years and we have never purchased any. Because a lot of them, in my opinion, aren't really that special. But when you get a good one, it is certainly a good one. Don, what tea should Marvin have? Marvin, I don't know. What should Marvin have? What tea do you have, Teahead? You know what? Push out the boat. Hit him with some raw pu'er, you know?
Yeah, go hard.
I'm certainly one of those people that don't think you should be gentle with noobs. Hit them with the hard stuff immediately.
He did that at Jack's birthday. He was just like, let's go with the raw pour.
Hit. Marvin, you can take it. I know.
You can take it.
You can take the hard stuff. It's going to be a bit of a rude awakening to you, perhaps. You're going to be like, what is this? This is wild tea taste, you know? So go for it. Why not? Just focus on that sweetness afterwards. All right, so now we're going to do some Fukamushi versus Asamushi sampling. So what we have here is some Asamushi, also known as Futsumushi.
Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, that would be helpful. Thank you.
Okay.
So that's Asamushi or Futsumushi. So that's your normal steaming. And this is Fukamushi. For those of you who don't know your mushis and have no idea what I'm talking about, I will, of course, explain. Okay.
Why am I doing it this way around? This is so weird. Like,
okay.
Why did I cross my hands? Okay.
So the takeaway, hopefully, from this is that the Fukamushi is much finer, is like powdered because it has been steamed for longer. So upwards of over a minute steaming or in the steaming machine for this tea. Whereas this one here is less than 30 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds. And so therefore, because it's been steamed more, it's going to soften the leaves and they're going to break up the leaves, and that's going to affect the flavor and is also going to affect the texture of the tea as well as the color, right?
Should I do it?
Do it. Yeah, hit it. So Fukamushi was developed really in Makinohara district. Makinohara is an area of Japan where they grow a lot of tea, but they have very flat plantations. So the plantations are on flat lands, and so therefore the leaves get sun all the day round, right? If it's on the side of a mountain, then you have certain aspects where the sun is hitting it, and then when the sun moves, you get shade and the leaves don't get so much sun. And because of that, the leaves develop a lot of nutrients, but they become like harder. They become, you know, they're having sun all the time, so they kind of harden up. The tea protects itself, and so you've got this kind of harder leaf, and therefore you need to steam it for longer. And so in Makunohara, they developed the Fukamushi style, which is steaming it for longer to soften the leaves and to make it more enjoyable for brewing and tasting. Now, Fukamushi style is used for all sorts, even for mountain tea. These are Fukamushis. This is a Fukamushi and an Asamushi. They are both the same cultivar, of which I don't know.
Oh no, I don't know where it is.
Let me go and get the foil.
I organized it so much with the porcelain scoops.
Cover for me.
Yeah, so we have these two pots. These are also new in.
So it's Saimidori. So both Saimidori, Sencha. One of them's Asamushi. One of them's Fukamushi.
Fukamushi, yeah.
Do it. So what we're going to do is we've got 75-degree water.
75.
Normally brew this for about 1 minute. We're going to brew the Fukamushi for about 45 seconds. Because it's broken up leaf, it's going to brew quicker, right? More surface area, it's going to brew quicker. So let's do this for a minute and do that for 45 seconds.
Okay.
Are we good with that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, hit it.
I've got it.
But you want to put it in the cup first to measure.
Thank you very much. Thank you
so
very
you're going
much.
to cool the water down by about 5 degrees. So that's now about 70 degrees. And then we're going to brew it for a minute. Oh, what's going on in the chat room? I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved.
I love the conversations. I wish I could read it all.
So what do you prefer? Fukamushi, Asamushi? So Asamushi or Futsumushi. So Asamushi basically means not deep steamed. Futsumushi means standard steaming. It's the same thing, 20 to 30 seconds. Then you've got Chumushi, which is like in between, like 45 seconds. And then you have got Fukamushi, which is over a minute. Okay, which do you prefer? Fukamushi or Asamushi? Let us know. Which mushi?
Which mushi?
Which mushi?
That's definitely smelled more steamed.
Oh yeah, let's have a little sniff.
Oh. Well, no, this is brewing now.
That's brewing, okay.
Yes.
I see what you've done. I see what you've done. Can I smell this one?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, for sure.
So in general, Fukamushis have more of a brothy feel. They have more of a thicker texture. They will also have a more green color. You'll see that.
I just do that.
The umami coming off this. I'm getting savory to sweet notes. I'm getting things like dashi. I'm getting a creamy note to it. You know how you have those kind of creamy vegetables like zucchini, courgettes, that when you make them into a soup, they have that green but slightly creamy texture. Mine prefers Fukamushi, mostly more umami, I think. Yeah, definitely you get more umami, less of the freshness.
All right.
Some of these comments I can't even read. I'm shocked that YouTube isn't
really?
Banning them. Fukamushi over any mushi. Brothy mushis. Fukamushi. Clemno, I'm sorry you're confused. It's very, very simple. It's green tea from Japan. It's called sencha, but there are different styles of steaming. One of them is you steam it for a very short period of time, and that means that it locks in more of the freshness, and the other is steaming it for a longer period of time, known as Fukamushi, and that it softens the leaf more. It reveals a little bit more brothiness and a bit more sweetness in general. Look at the color.
Yeah, it's quite
Nobody can touch the radioactive color of Japanese high quality sencha. Look at that. And it's thick as well, but I predict that the Fukamushi is going to be
this one's really green.
Yeah. Check out the color of the Fukamushi.
Wow. Wowzers.
Okay, hold those up.
So this is this one, this is this one.
So if you hold those up, hopefully you're not going to get too much reflection in the camera. Bring it really close to the camera so I can see if I can focus on that. Well, you can certainly see that one is greener than the other.
Yeah.
There you go. I've only drunk some aged white tea and now I'm tea drunk. How can you handle both so much tea? We're used to it. We are used to it.
Don't worry, we're feeling it.
Okay.
It's there.
Taste. Asamushi versus Fukamushi. Oh, apparently mushi means something rude in another language, probably.
Does it? Ooh, what rude words have we been saying?
Okay. Speak.
It's very vegetal. It's quite creamy, but not as creamy as I thought it was gonna taste. It's very like cooked vegetables.
Yeah. I'm getting texts to say stop saying mushy.
We have stopped. It's like cooked spinach.
Really?
Yeah, I get that.
I'm getting kiwi fruit.
Oh wow.
I'm getting courgettes. I'm getting courgettes, zucchini, kiwi fruit.
It's actually a lot more courgette than spinach.
I'm getting fresh notes to it. The texture of it is not that brothy. It's textured, obviously, as a green tea sencha should be, but it's definitely refreshing.
It's very smooth, considering how like green it is.
And it has a real fresh through the nose now.
Yeah.
Tang to it. It's got that tanginess to it.
It's like after the rain. No.
Yeah.
But like in the cold weather,
Yeah.
not hot weather.
Very verdant. Okay.
Verdant.
Ooh, battle of the mushis indeed. Now I know what it means. It makes me laugh as well.
What does it mean? It's alright.
Super brothy. Very, very much more umami.
Definitely more brothy.
Now, the question in my mind is, if you want a very umami rich tea, why not go for a gyokuro, which is even more umami than this? Do you like teas that are umami to this point? Because even the Asamushi has got umami savory notes, but it has a freshness and a zing to it. So interesting, because for me, I love the Fukamushi, but I'm kind of wondering where it sits in the whole spectrum of tea.
I think they're kind of similar in the aftertaste, but I've got more preference of this, and I think this because it's quite maybe it's just more thicker.
So you prefer the thickness or you prefer the thinness?
I think I prefer
I think
the
it
thinness.
depends on what you like, in what you're looking for in your experience. If you're looking for a green tea that's satisfying but refreshing and still bright, then Asamushi or the traditional way of steaming your sencha is definitely the way to go. If you're looking for something richer, thicker, more brothy, and definitely more savory, savory, sweet, umami, that rich, delicious taste, then Fukamushi. But in my opinion, maybe go for a gyokuro instead. As Kay Howland says, I find that Fukamushis lack structure. They don't have a refreshing bite. And I agree with you 100%. For me, Fukamushis have a really lovely taste, but don't have the refreshment.
Yeah, this is
that
definitely
the
more
Asamushi
refreshing.
has.
Yeah, this feels more brothy. This feels more like a refreshing drink.
So people are asking, why don't we buy both? Well, the reason is because, we can't afford to buy everything that we taste. But it is definitely interesting. We are going to be obviously getting a gyokuro. We're definitely going to be getting an Asamushi. Whether or not we need to get a Fukamushi as well. We've tasted a fair few Fukamushis. We haven't tasted these ones before. Yeah. These are nice. Saimidori is a really nice, bright cultivar in terms of taste.
I love the color of it. Like, I think it's so stunning. Yeah.
It doesn't have this. It's got a little bit of a sweaty sumo wrestler taste to it.
I think that's why I find it hard to get into it. is that sweat, like, it's like a, yeah.
There's animal that I
Sweaty.
like, and there's animal that I think is a bit too sweaty.
Yeah, it's like being in the room, like a sumo wrestling match in the room, and you smell like that sweat.
It's like walking into a sumo wrestler sauna.
Yeah, it's like that heat and heaviness.
But I like the umami notes to it, and I'm certainly not saying that Fukamushis are not great. Some of them are. I wouldn't personally get this one because it's got a little bit too much of the sweaty sumo going on.
I think though it's the preference. I think some people might really like that about this tea.
But this one has just got that savory, it's got the zucchini, it's got a really interesting, bright kiwi note to it. It's just more refreshing. So in my opinion, a gyokuro gives you bags of umami. A sencha, an Asamushi sencha gives you that refreshment whilst being still umami. Fukamushi, it was, as I said, designed to make cheaper teas that are grown on the plains, on the plateaus, allow them to be sellable. Now, if you get Fukamushis from really high quality mountain tea, then you can find some excellent Fukamushis. But in my opinion, a lot of Fukamushis are a little bit in between.
You know what's interesting? Now it's cooled down. I think this one kept its freshness, but this one became a bit towards the bitter end. You know, it kind of became a bit more harsh on the palate.
Yeah. I see what you mean. It's got a little a bitter coating on it. But it's definitely
So intense.
It's definitely like, you know, I was nuzzling up against a nice smell. I don't really feel like I want to nuzzle up against a sumo. You know? No offense to any sumos watching, but it's that salty sweat thing going on.
Yeah, in a humid room with lots of other people.
Not for
Too many sweats in one room.
Taste test is always interesting. Asamushi versus Fukamushi is always interesting. We've always tended to veer more towards the Asamushis. We are looking for Fukamushi. If we find a Fukamushi that we really, really love, it will probably be mountain grown and not plateau grown. Then we will bring it in, and maybe we'll bring a small amount in so you can do a horizontal tasting yourself. But you guys can do a horizontal tasting because we are now going to be giving away these two senchas for you. So
that's great.
you can now type in sweaty sumo. I didn't want to say the sweaty crack of a sumo, but I hoped that was implied. So type in sweaty sumo and you can taste the sweat of a sumo wrestler. Here we go.
Ready? I'm studying. Because it's so fast, this thing. Like I need practice.
All right, sweaty sumo. You're going to get samples of the Saimidori Fukamushi versus Asamushi. You can taste the difference yourself. Let's do it. You can see the sweaty sumos are coming through. And stop. Oi. Okay. Right. Here we go. We've got. Oh, something weird has happened. We've got Netta Gutterbaum, Gabonia.
Amodia.
She didn't know. Okay. These people did not write sweaty sumo. Sue Bellina, Jekka Mack, Eridrin, Joseph Truer, Bernie XZ, and David Villa Escribano again. I like saying that name. And we've got number 2, Jekka Mack. Okay, one more. Okay. One more for the sweaty sumos.
One more for the sweaty sumos. Yes. Okay, I didn't write that one down. Are you gonna?
I'm gonna have to go through all of these. Okay, we have got Vladimir Yuvachov. We've got Peter van der Willik. We've got I'm a Phantom Fan Anna. We've got Chauffleur, and we've got Joseph Troyer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got Canterbury. Do it.
Right.
Canterbury. Canterbury always seems to win some stuff.
Yeah, there's some lucky people out there.
All right, cool. So that's it, guys. You can taste the Asamushi, which I actually really like the Asamushi. I think that's a very nice Asamushi. And you can see the sweaty sumo crack. Okay, moving on. Our last tea.
Dun, 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 dun.
But we've done the giveaways. We should I'll answer some questions. Oh yeah.
Ooh, yoy, yoy.
Definitely feeling
The
it.
Fukamushi are hitting you.
Yeah, I will answer some questions while you set up the next tasting. If you would be so kind. Okay, so some questions. Let's see. I love drinking chai high, says 985 Orehes. Go on, crucify me. No one's crucifying you. Nobody will crucify you here for drinking chai tea. That's fine by us. You
Drink
brew it.
whatever you like.
I brew it Gong Fu style, naturally.
Sorry.
Good. Is there a super fine filter you can suggest? This is good for you.
Super fine
Filter for
the one that we have, Phenom. The Phenom is
The
amazing, especially for chai. Like when you've got those grounded spices.
Yeah, the Phenom is good. These ones are almost too fine, right? They get blocked up.
The problem is because it's quite it's a small space because it's for big leaves usually, so it gets stuck if you have a lot of ground. So the Phenom, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so let's drop these questions now and let's answer some questions in the chat room. I keep seeing one from Katie, so Katie, let's talk.
Katie!
What are you saying, girl? I found an article that says that all tea is not from the same plant. Well, it depends what you mean by not the same plant. There are many different varieties of the same plant. The plant is Camellia sinensis. There are some teas made from Camellia italiensis, which we're talking about a small percentage, but your article seems to be incorrect. All tea should come from the same plant, of which there are many varieties of that plant. Will Fencher be sold online? Mina is asking. Yes, we're going through a production and it will be available online. Nice. Are you going to post a video about kombucha? Yes, we will post a video about kombucha. Femke is asking, any non-master clay pots? Next week we're going to start placing our orders on those. But Master Wu is currently making a batch of clay pots for us, so that will be in stock when he finishes. Let's see, anything else? Do the storage jars need to be seasoned? No, they don't. Just give them a good wash, and that's fine. You are so damn funny. I'm glad to hear that. Have you tried storing teas in different temperatures and tasting the results? That's another test that we are going to be doing. We're planning to do a whole storage series of videos, and we're testing all of that. Italiensis pure can be very nice. Indeed, it can. Technically, it's still Camellia, but it is different from Camellia sinensis. But as I said, makes up a very small percentage of teas. When we have your tea trays available again, we're doing a poll on the water catcher. If everyone likes it, then we will place the order. It'll take about a month for them to make it, and then we will bring them to you as soon as they arrive in. But it might be another 2 or 3 weeks to a month before it arrives to us. Any thoughts on the dry pour method gaining popularity in China? It's nice.
I think it's pretty.
It's very pretty.
Beautiful.
For those who don't know, the dry brewing method basically involves no water catcher.
No water catcher.
Even the tea boat, you don't pour water. Everything needs to be brewed without spilling a drop.
You have a bowl next to you and you just empty into
There's
the
a
bowl.
certain mindfulness that it brings about because you're trying to be very careful about not dripping anything, which is nice, and it brings you in. I think it's more, for me, is more solo brewing rather than social brewing. Social brewing, I like it to be a little bit more free. Well, you know that. You can see we spill tea all over the place. Matthew Mitchell, what's the most tea drunk I've ever been? Definitely in China, 100%. It has to be in China. Although when we did our tea drunk video, where we had to push ourselves to try to do tea drunk, to get tea drunk, that was pretty
I think that
mad.
was mine most,
But for me, it's always been aged white teas.
No, actually, for me it wasn't that time. It was the aged white tea sesh. When did we do that? Was that live? I can't remember. Never mind.
Mason, will you sell the black taster cups online? I'm guessing he's talking about those smelling cups that we sell in the shop. No, because we've got so few of them. That's an offline exclusive. There's no point in us putting those on, and we don't have that many of them available. In Huangpian, that's Toffee Mountain. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Femke.
Toffee Mountain?
Toffee Mountain. What is Huangpian that Toffee Mountain? Cryptic. Not quite sure what you mean. A mountain that tastes like toffee. I probably talked about a poor mountain that has toffee overtones. Not quite sure. Is Lucy coming back soon? Sorry, Jake, I know. She's in the States at the moment. All you guys in America...
you might see her drive by.
Find her on Instagram. Find her on Instagram and message her.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, the noob. Hey, Marvin, what are you drinking? Huangpian is pu'er from larger leaves. Oh, sorry, if that's what you're asking. Huangpian, yeah, it's the leaves which are normally picked out. The larger leaves from the pu'er pickings. Normally, they don't make up the choice pickings for making pu'er. They're normally saved. They're consumed by the farmers a lot, and they have a very light. They have a lighter taste because they are larger leaves, but are much more affordable. So if you can get some good Huangpian gushu material, Huangpian, then it's you can get some really good tea. We do have some Huangpian coming.
Yes, that's good.
Marianne, I'm happy you got those blue tins. Jake, you should be honoured. Lucy is in your presence. Can you feel her? She's in New Orleans, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
She's having fun in America, I'm sure. Right, okay, so last tea tasting. We are now going to do our very final tasting. It's 2.5 hours in. Only the hardcore remain. Let's see how many. Still 278 of you watching. You guys are kicking some serious sumo ass. Right, so we are going to be drinking Jun Mei, aka Gleaming Brow, aka the most expensive tea in the world, or one of them. We are searching all the time. For those of you who haven't seen our video, we did a video about Jun Mei where I was banging on about how so much Jun Mei, in my opinion, is not good enough for the price. But when you find one that is, damn, it's good.
It's good.
Do you have any tips for shooting close-up? I'm not going to get involved in that. All right, so, and we got 2 samples of Jun Mei sent to us by 2 different farmers. The price on these are insane, which obviously makes me hopeful that they are going to be worth the price. We're talking about, I did write it down,
that's exciting.
Something in the region of, for this one here, something in the region of $6 a gram, $4 a gram.
Wow.
$4 a gram, $6 a gram. So they're very, very ridiculously high-priced tea, the most expensive tea in the world. I have not cracked them open. I'm hoping that when I sniff these leaves, I'm going to be happy. It very rarely happens. I have to say, chances are.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. So heat these bad boys up.
They were heated already.
Well, okay.
Otherwise, I need to get more water, is what I'm saying.
Okay, all right. So let's go with the $4 a gram.
Do you want me to heat it again?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to brew up some tea anyway.
I need to get water. Do you mind?
That's fine.
If I walk off a second?
So what I'm looking for when I stick my nose in these leaves is not just malt, is not just flowers, but a distinct Turkish delight, deliciousness, rose, lychee, chocolates. And this is where most Jun Meis, in my opinion, fail, is that nearly an accident behind the camera. The lights nearly fell on top of us.
Oh my gosh.
I'm hoping that we get that Turkish delight, because most Jun Meis do not have it.
Yeah, that's what I look for.
Here we go, guys. Let's smell.
That beautiful perfume.
No.
Oh no, don't!
Classic Jun Mei smell, as in the classic Jun Mei smell that we don't particularly. I mean, first of all, it smells amazing, but it doesn't smell as good as it should, given the price. It's got a little bit of, it's got a lot of flowers, it's got a lot of dried grass, it's got some chestnuts in there.
Yeah, it's more nutty.
Let's take a look at the leaves.
Rosy.
Leaves look good. Leaves look good, I have to say. You're looking for leaves that look like, can we show them? They're very super fine hand rolled, and a predominance of the darker leaves, darker brown leaves, not so much buds. I don't like to see a lot of bud in my gleaming brow. So the leaves, if I saw those, look like the high grade stuff, although it's a little bit bigger than I would expect. But the smell smells like Horlicks, smells like malt, which is a lovely smell, don't get me wrong, but when you're spending $4 a gram, that means that a session you're looking at probably like $15 a session. You want it to be some heavyweight tea.
I mean, I would say it's not as oily as it could be. You know
Yeah,
how
it doesn't look
sometimes
shiny.
you get that sheen on
I'll
it.
let you smell this one, because I can't take the suspense.
Oh, it's got a bit more of the rosy note. It's definitely got a bit more of the rosy note. Sorry. I just love that bit about it, usually, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that one so much.
It's better. This is definitely more, it's got more complexity than those. I'm getting some chocolates, I'm getting some cherries, I'm getting a little bit of rose, no, a fair amount of rose, but it's still not floating my boat.
Oh, the leaves look quite big though.
Yeah, the leaves look bigger.
No.
Okay, do side-by-side comparison.
Yeah. Oh dear. I don't know, guys. We shall find out.
Actually, I think the leaves of the one that's less expensive is looks better to me than the ones that are more expensive. But it's all about the taste.
Which one's more expensive?
This one.
Ah, okay.
This one's crazy expensive. Malt.
Ooh la la.
Serious malt.
90 degrees?
Yeah, 90 degrees.
Alrighty, let's hit them.
Oh,
Oh no.
this happens to me so regularly, it's not even funny. The amount of times we taste Jun Mei, and I'm trying to find you guys that Jun Mei. Anybody who's tasted the Jun Mei that we sourced, let us know, shout out, because really when we found that Jun Mei, we were like, finally, and nothing ever comes close. And you can see it in the liquor.
Yeah, it's not.
You can see it in the liquor.
It's not golden. It's kind of got a green hue to it.
It's got green and it's got a bit of grey going on.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Again, not floating my boat right now.
Boats are not being float.
Ugh, that's so depressing.
It's all right looking. It's all right.
This one's got a bit more of a golden hue to it, but again, still.
All right, let's brew it up. Let's brew it up. Let's give it a taste. Let's try it out. You never know.
Have some little rabbit. You can have some.
Here you go.
There you go.
As I promised you, I will not stop Jun Mei
I just smell this.
until we find a proper Jun Mei.
Oh, smell the wet leaves though. That smells pretty good. That smells of nothing.
See, Boris, you're saying that Jun Mei should be fine golden buds only. I disagree. That's a style of Jun Mei, but in my opinion, the really good Jun Mei is not very golden. But then, you know, this is a matter of opinion and taste. For me, the really high quality stuff that we found, the really, really high grade stuff, actually does not have that much golden leaves, because that says to me that it's been picked from the top of the plant. And if you are picking proper Jun Mei, from my understanding of it, it should be side shoot buds, which are not going to be as golden. Again, colour is not looking all that.
I'll just do the last drops.
Jasmine, thank you so much for your super chat.
Thank
White
you.
and green tea always smell like watermelon after drying again. Yeah, I know what you
that's
mean
a
about
good
that.
one,
I do know what you mean about that. There's a watermelon note there. I tasted a tea recently which tastes exactly like watermelon rind. You know when you get down to that watermelon rind and you get that lovely sour refreshment, not too far into the green, but just that sour refreshment? Incredible. I'll give you one guess which tea that is. It might be coming in next week, put it that way. Ahimsa, You have an amazing Jun Mei gifted to you from China, business gift.
Oh,
sounds like it's
well
it could be the real deal.
Yeah.
It is incredibly complex. Let us know the tasting notes on that.
Yes.
All right, let's give these a taste. You never know. I do know. You never know. It might be a...
So greenish, this one. It's so weird.
Evgeny. Hello, everyone in the chat room.
Hello.
Say hello to Evgeny. Evgeny is a tea head who is now working at Mei Leaf. He managed to twist our arms into hiring him. So hello, Evgeny, and yes, you have tasted the Jun Mei. Christine Woodard, thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. All right, what are we tasting here? Which one?
This one, the greener one. The green one.
Yeah.
Surprising, actually, on the taste, it's a lot more fragrant, but it leaves very fast.
This guy one is the Mei Leaf guy one for Ajnira, who's asking.
It's not bad, it's just...
It's not bad is not what you want to hear when you've just spent $6 a gram on tea.
Yeah.
Correct?
True.
It's not bad is not what you want to hear. It's not bad is exactly what it is. It's fine, it's malty, it's got flowers, it's got a soft texture to it. It's got some syrupiness to it. It's got nice things, but look how green those leaves are.
Yeah.
What's that about?
What, does that mean that they haven't...
They haven't fermented it long enough. They haven't oxidized it, I should say, long enough.
Oh, nice.
It's green.
Holding.
There's too much green going on.
Yeah.
And you can taste it.
Yeah, that's it. It tastes...
Snob tea.
Snob.
Don't like it.
It tastes like snob tea. Ah, man.
Snob tea.
That's very sad.
Nah.
Next. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so if you had put this in front of me and said that this was a 50 cents a gram black tea from Yunnan, I would say, yeah, it's nice. I probably still wouldn't even buy it, but it's nice. But it doesn't even have a long finish.
It doesn't have a long finish. It doesn't have the syrupiness that coats your mouth for a long time. So you just get that fragrance, that Turkish delight fragrance for a long time. It doesn't have that. That's what bothers me. And actually this one tastes a lot more malty than Turkish delight. While this one has more of the fragrance of slight rose, but it's not quite Turkish delight.
It's not Turkish delight. None of them hit the mark. None of them are good enough.
It's a shame. I feel like this one could have gotten there if it had been, maybe like you said, like fermented properly, or like, you know, I don't know, something in the processing.
Whatever it is, every time we taste Jun Mei, it's like we've only found one time and we bought all the stock that we could and we haven't found it afterwards. I would be super wary of spending your hard-earned cash on Jun Mei. And I say this, you know, with the greatest respect to the tea farmers, but I think that they know how much this tea costs and they are not doing it justice. And it annoys me. But one of you guys is lucky enough to win a sample. We have one packet of each tea. You can do your horizontal tasting. Maybe you disagree with us. Maybe you're gonna love this tea.
Maybe you're gonna love it.
Right? We will send the Jun Meis to you and you can taste them yourselves. Right,
yeah.
So.
I actually don't mind. So much.
It's like there's a hint of what the Jun Mei, it's there's a hint, but it's just not strong enough.
But don't you think that this one's got more of a hint than this one? Yeah,
that one is definitely a better one than that one, but still too green. They didn't oxidize it enough, and the buds are too fat as well.
It's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Let's do it. Let's do this.
What? Oh, yes.
So type in JJM, Jun Mei, JJM. Save you on your typing, JJM. Whoever wants this, it'll be a nice experiment on what you should be looking out for when you are buying Jun Mei. Go for it. We only got one of these because we only got sent 2 packs of each, so one we just tasted.
Stop!
Stop. Okay, so we have
La 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 la.
Harjaz. Netta Gutavam again. Emil Kalkara, Elvis Andrew Mora, Choufleur, and Boris.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Rudy again. Go for it.
Numero uno.
Netta! Oh no, Harjaz, sorry.
Oh.
Harjaz. Send us a message onto our YouTube channel. Go to the channel, send us a message, give us your address, and we will send it. But as I said, we will not be sending any of these for at least 10 days to 2 weeks because we wait for everything to come in. All right, guys, it's now been 2 hours and 40 minutes. This has been the longest session yet. We've still got 280 people watching us.
That is amazing.
You guys rock. Any other questions that you want to ask me, now is your chance. We're going to do some last minute questions. Can we go back to the nice, funky...
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very much. So, what are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? Do you want to know anything else? 2 hours 40 minutes. That's pretty epic.
That is epic.
You guys are hanging out with us.
Hanging out, yeah, with you guys, basically.
And we haven't had any streaming problems as well. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
What's your favorite raw pua that you've sold? Ooh, that's a difficult question, Matthew. That's like asking to choose between your kids.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, that's a hard question.
Oh no. I would have said Monocle Boss once upon a time, but then after Snow Listener. And also I've been drinking a lot of Tipple Twister recently, so, damn, that's hard, man.
I'm gonna say Snow Listener.
Yeah. Snow Listener is the most
Snow Listener's just got that really interesting taste, and then that sweetness, that enduring sweetness is just remarkable how many infusions it goes through.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
True. And it's got a beautiful kind of pinkish color. Do we still have Snow Listener?
No, I don't think so. MDM2, when will you respond to my email? Not sure which email you're talking about, but please do send it again.
Yeah.
If you send the emails through our website rather than hitting us on Instagram, then it will be redirected to me. If you send it through Instagram, then it'll usually be seen. I'm sorry if we occasionally miss some. Yeah, I go for that. Mind Plays likes Snow Listener too. How do tea producers avoid mold during the oxidation process? The oxidation process doesn't take that long. I mean, it's a matter of hours, sometimes overnight, sometimes 12 hours potentially, but usually it's a matter of hours. And so it's less of not so much of an issue. Actually, I've never heard of it being an issue. There is an issue with excessive heat because it's an exothermic reaction, so it releases a lot of heat, and that can start to over-oxidize tea, or it can speed up the oxidation too much, so you've got to be careful about that. Just for fit, asking, when is Celine's tea story coming up?
Oh my gosh. I tried to do one, but failed miserably.
No, you didn't fail miserably. Okay, so she did record one, and it's actually quite a nice watch. However, she didn't talk about her tea story.
I basically rambled on, yeah. It's much harder to be structured when you're an unstructured person. Don's, hats off to you.
So basically, we've got a video in the can. We will probably edit it, but it's not a tea story video, but yes, it's in the can. I actually have something that I would like to ask you, guys, before I forget, because this is something that's weighing heavily on my mind. Actually, it's not, but I will just say that to add the drama that's necessary.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Right, so I'm gonna put the poll up soon. Okay, soon. We filmed a fair amount of footage in China, okay?
Oh, that's interesting, okay.
And we plan to do some sort of more like behind the scenes in the mountains in China video. And some of the footage in there is a little bit X-rated when it comes to the food. Now I know that there are, vegans, vegetarians there, watching amongst you, and I know that some of you might be a bit squeamish about the way that the Chinese eat. So I'm toying with the idea of whether or not I should include or not include the X-rated food footage. So I'm going to put that out as a poll.
It's quite intense, especially, yeah, it's quite intense. So
I'm going to do it now. Should we include the X-rated food footage in our China trip videos?
It was definitely an experience for us.
Well, it's always an experience, and they have incredible food.
Yeah.
Right, so that poll is out there. You guys can let us know what you think about that. All right, let me go back to this. So yeah, it's always, you know, the food in China is unbelievable, and we obviously film a lot of food.
They really,
but you know,
yeah. I mean, they know how to cook so well. Like everything is just tastes amazing, but it's hard when you're not used to certain things. But yeah. If you want to know. Yeah,
let us know. I mean, we want to be authentic. We want to like show what it's like, but at the same time, we don't want to unnecessarily disturb people. And therefore, no sea penises, although I have eaten that on many occasions, sea cucumber. But yeah.
Sea cucumber, not really.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, did you know that Mei Leaf is now in the top 5 favorite shops on the tea subreddit? I did not know that.
I'm shocked, really.
Thank you very much to
Reddit.
all of those who voted.
Woo!
That's very, very kind of you. That's.
I'm always scared to go on Reddit.
Yeah, we kind of Reddit is a bit of a. We know there's a. Anyway, so yes, that's great news. Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you for letting us know. Thank you for letting us know, and thank you for voting, for everyone out there who voted for us. That's really, really great. Thank you. All right, so.
Oops.
All right, you can put it in the video, but before it comes out in the video, add it in a timestamp to skip ahead if people don't want to see. Okay, we will see. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Eat that sea dick. Okay, we've gotten to that point. All right. So it's not. We're building it up.
Yeah, we are.
You know, I'm just.
It's not that crazy.
I don't want to offend people. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll look at the quote, the poll, and we'll figure out what we'll do with that. When are you coming to Berlin to drink tea with me?
I would love that.
I'd love to go. I've never been to Berlin. Can you believe that?
I went there when I was really, really young, so I don't remember anything. Like, honestly, I would love to go back.
Okay, so yeah, whenever we head over to Berlin. Shinzo says, I sent you a DM on your account on Instagram, Don's account. Send it to the Mei Leaf account. I very rarely check the Don's account. Yeah. The Don's account?
The Don's account.
I'm speaking about myself in the third person. That's when you know things are going wrong. Okay, so...
Yeah, there are a few Don's account now, isn't there? It's like...
Don Mei Love.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
What's the ideal pH for water brewing tea, Matthew Mitchell? I think pretty neutral. You know, in my tests, neutral is good. 7, maybe slightly alkaline. Oh, I'm drinking tea. Thank you.
Yeah,
did you eat whatever is controversial? Yes.
Yes.
We did. We did.
Can't be rude. And it's pretty good, you know.
Marianne is inviting us sailing. We're getting invites across the world. We should just we should do like a Teahead travel where we just do like Teahead visits all across the world.
I love how you make it sound like you got all the time in the world. Like that's just...
That would be cool, no?
That would be amazing.
If we could map it out across like Phileas Fogg around the world in 80 Teaheads. Damn, I love that. Sarah, thank you so much for your super chat. Cool. Very, very kind of you.
Sarah.
Man, I like that idea.
Yes.
I don't know if we'll have time for it, but I like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You have to like pause everything here.
All right, let's quickly check the polls. Let's quickly check the polls while we're on Twitter. So, do you like the latest water catcher? We've got now 92% yes, 8% no. Cool.
That's cool.
And the latest one, Should we include the X-rated footage? Okay, so the majority says yes on that. Okay, but we will be very cautious and conscious of giving you timestamps so you can avoid the dodgy X-rated stuff.
The intense things.
All right, people.
Can't talk.
It's been nearly 3 hours. Teaheads Airbnb, yes, the tea trip Airbnb.
Oh my
we might
gosh.
need to plan that.
That'd be so
We've
cool.
got to like somehow harness this community to make content. You know, the Hive content generation.
Yes.
We can do it. You guys are creative enough, I am sure, to come up with all sorts of things. Vladimir, Finland, Sweden, Russia, Malta. Man, we're getting the invites. You see, our plan is working.
Our plan is
we only ever sold tea so we could get free accommodation across the world. So yes, it's an interesting idea, certainly. Certainly an interesting idea. But we love it when you guys meet up that you wouldn't have met up if it wasn't for this Teahead community. It's always nice to see when you're talking with each other, when you're even visiting each other and sharing tea.
Even when people come to the shop and like they've never met each other and they start talking about YouTube and they just start talking to each other.
It's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing.
It's so cool. That's what it's all about.
All right, everybody. So, I think we are going to approach the end of our session. We're going to drink one last tulip cup of this funky Iron Monk tea, which I may well buy. I'm getting the shakes. I could see it when I was holding the cup.
I may need to run to the toilet very, very soon.
Well, we're going to say farewell to these lovely people out there first. You guys are hanging on, aren't you? 251. Okay, it's time. The time has come.
Oh, no.
Yes, the time has come. Everything must end at some point, but we will be back.
We will be back.
Tell your friends. Broadcast it around. Let's see if we can hit 400 at the next Mei Leaf Sessions. We'll plan a big one. Hopefully we'll maybe see if we can get some guests on board.
Oh yeah.
See if we can do that. But as always, we need to pause, have a small bumbler.
Bumbler moment!
Quick bumbler.
Yes. Should we tell
I'm doing
the
it right
newbies?
now.
No, but
for the newbies, basically, just focus on the present. We're all gathered here today. I sound like... Focus on the present. And I want to say a big, big thank you to all of you out there, all of you in the chat room, all of you watching, whether or not live or on repeat. If you made it this far on repeat, then amazing. You deserve a massive thumbs up too. Thank you, everybody out there in the community. Thank you to all those people that voted, that put us in the top 5 on Reddit. That's really great news for us as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys absolutely rock our world. No doubt. We love you guys. And we will be back for Mei Leaf Sessions number 10. Already 10 down. We're going to do
my God.
Our 10th. We're going to have to do something special for that. So make sure you stay tuned. Scheduled in for the first weekend of August. That's where it's scheduled in. It might fall on a bank holiday, so block it now, pencil it in, but we may have to move it to the next weekend, but it will be around then. And keep your eyes out for more videos.
Yes.
More videos coming up. We're going to do the Keeman tasting next week. And plenty of products coming in. So keep your eye out for that. That's it, guys.
Did we do our bumbler? We mentioned it. Isn't it? Should we just do a quick... Okay,
quick bumbler.
Bumbler, so just like, don't think about anything.
5-second bumbler, no thought allowed. Just
yourself.
bumbleize. Not so easy to do when you're hyped up on caffeine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think I managed.
I'm sure you did. You managed to do the bumbler. All right, guys. Happy birthday, Martin. Thank you to everybody who watched. Everybody's watching. We love you guys. We're going to sign off now. Keep drinking. Keep drinking through the night if you want. And to all the tea noobs out there, welcome to the world of true tea. I hope that this has tickled your fancy for more tea drinking. I feel like I'm just going to ramble on and on and on. So I'm going to say good night now.
Good night, guys.
Take care, everybody.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.